Hello, universe. Happy Friday. Not even day of the week, because it is in fact Final Fantasy Friday, so it is truly a Friday today, one of the Fridays of all time. Nice to see you, Q. I forgot it's Final Fantasy Friday. How could you forget? It's the most important day of the week, probably. Can't even stand it all day and enjoy it. There'll be a VOD there, though. Hopefully you have a nice day either way. I'm hoping we can mostly finish Final Fantasy 1 today. That's kind of the goal. If we can, like, mostly finish 1, I feel like we would have made progress. I don't think 1 is that long, and I think we're fairly far into it, but maybe we're not that far. But we're going to try and finish it today. Cool, everything looks good, so we're going to proceed. I forgot we just got access to the airship. We have a few places we can go now. I believe traveling to the southeast, there was a town, and that's probably what I was going to do first, so we'll go there. Oh my gosh, I have encounter stuff. I was like, I'm so surprised we haven't gotten into a fight. I forgot I turned off encounters. I turned it off very temporarily when we were looking for something. Whoops, I'm cheating. Heck. Alright, I'm gonna go walk halfway up and walk halfway back. Just to be fair, I forgot that we turned it off because we were like, we couldn't find the airship. Alright, there's nothing we missed out on too exciting. Heck. I was like, man, I can't believe we didn't get a single encounter. That's some crazy luck. Thankfully, they're just hill gentlemen that we are a lot stronger than. Yeah, that's about halfway. We'll call it good enough. Alright, so our goal now, I think, is just the primary goal of getting those 2 extra crystals. So hopefully we'll be able to do that without too much trouble. Lupenia. Lupagamhido. Okay, I'm guessing none of them speak common. Interesting. I say common because I don't know what the Final Fantasy World language is. I'm sure there's like a proper one. But common's like the fallback, right? Are these houses? They're not. Right, maybe this place is not the most helpful if we can't understand what they're saying. Surely there's something here, though. Literally no shops, just a bunch of people we can't understand. Alright, well, may have been a swing and a miss on the whole progression point thing, but that's okay. Exploration's important. Really looks like we should be able to enter these buildings. Okay, it's just Lupang Dios all the way down. Nothing else. Lupagamhido. Lupagahido. Lupagahido. It's like I'm saying something like an ancient curse or something. Okay. I didn't realize the map could scroll. It looks like there is a shop here. I was like, I'm gonna just walk out this way. Can we buy anything? These are just normal people. Full life, 40k, revives 1 ally and fully restores HP. It's also a level 8 spell none of us can learn right now. And then Flare. Oh, Flare is so cool. Good to know that there is a magic vendor with level 8 magic in the corner of this town. However, this town, not so useful for us right now. I don't believe there's anything else down here. What the heck is Minotaur Zombie? I feel like we fought a normal Minotaur before. Maybe it won't be so bad. It's always cool when you hit the point where you're refighting enemies that were... Okay, the Minotaur Zombie just left. Refighting enemies like those trolls that are like... They were kind of a threat before, but now we just kind of want to hit them. It's nice to see the progression we make. I was thinking maybe these wyverns might have like fire magic. It seems like they just do nothing. Which is like having fire magic. You don't think about it. And you also like subtract the fire magic part. Right, so I don't think there's anything we could do here, so I guess we'll hop back on our ship. I don't know what our ship is even called. We can land here to explore the desert. Was there anything in the desert is the question. Being that there seems like there's no air battles, it seems like the best play for us is to look around like this. The desert appears empty, but might not actually be empty. Oh, Nope, there's a tower in the middle of it, so I guess we'll go for that tower. I was gonna say something might rise out of it. Beretta. They look kind of extraordinarily threatening, and wouldn't you know it, holy guacamole they are. I don't think we should be here. I think we should go. I think we're in a very, very precarious position and none of it's good right now. This could be very bad. Gonna try to have Hubert flee while Vivi tries to like just blow him up. Hopefully Vivi doesn't get hit. Alright. Alright, we'll go triple flee now. Hopefully one of them lands. Having Proterra. Alright, cool. Gives us a little bit more leisurely. What the heck? Alright, I don't think we're supposed to be here. Maybe we are, but I would be surprised. That was a little bit spicy. It's okay, we'll wander a little bit. There's still a lot of places to look around. I don't remember what we saw last time. No, don't forget it. My bad. I meant to use, not forget. Cool, we're all looking much better. And maybe we just have to fight a few people and get stronger. This could just be like a difficulty spike. We can land here. Allows us to walk here. Looking for like a town or something. Some rhyme or reason for why we should be going somewhere. There's a town here. I don't know if we can access it. Actually, this does look like passable water, so we can totally access whatever that castle is. Let's start there then. I think. Yes, we can. We can land here so we can access the castle. Cool. Wander, I hardly know her. Honestly, I think we should make a comeback of those kind of jokes. Maybe it doesn't need a comeback, but I dig them. I'm in such like weird state today. I'm tired and last night was kinda something. Okay, where tigers are really freaky. Where do they start? Where do they end? My heart, they never left. So based of you. Love that. I think I missed the off-ramp. Heck, I missed the off- wait, what? No, I didn't miss the off-ramp. Oh god. These are stronger versions of the really annoying enemies. I mean, this is good. If we're gonna have in isolated spots like this, like, they're annoying, sure, but we're getting XP off them. They're also targeting our tankier units, which is nice. I don't need to come back. I'm still here. I could maybe go for a liver transplant, though. Godspeed. Okay, so what is this? The Citadel of Trials. You come bearing the crown, I see. Your fortitude cannot be questioned, indeed not. Very well, I shall grant you the right to undergo the trials. What crown? Curse will be the test of true court dwells within, you'll find proof of it here. Did I get a crown at one point? I must have a crown. Didn't she give us the crown at like the very start of the game? Isn't that like what the princess gave us? Am I crazy? Think we rescued her? What the heck? Okay, that is zombie dragons, which maybe not so bad, but it's a little bit jarring, admittedly. Okay, at least they're not that strong. Thea should hit them because they're zombies, right? Not for very much, though. Nice block. Alright, maybe that's where you want to be. I don't know why you want to be here, but this is the best lead we have so far. Team Rocket teleporters. I played Pokemon Blue before. I guess I technically played Yellow, but like, I think they're basically the same, except Pikachu follows you around in one of them. Oh, we're gonna have to remember these. Alright, bottom left on that one. Turn a zombie dragon into a pet. You're onto something. I'm gonna go bottom. So this time in any option I've had, I picked bottom. Pikachu's only started in yellow. Alright, that's fair. Can you get Charmander and stuff in yellow? I'm gonna go for the closest one on the third one rather than the far one. Oh, this is rough. I keep expecting them to teleport us like back to the beginning if we messed up. Perhaps I picked like perfectly and this is where we want to be. Oh, a treasure chest. A single potion, thanks. I think you can get all 3 starters in yellow. Oh, that's cool. I will take that as complete gospel because even if someone goes, I don't know at the end, it's got to be entirely true. Yellow playthrough next. We could do a yellow playthrough sometime. Collected treasure from 50% of the something. It's behind my stupid dumb head. I can't see it. Alright, we can do a quick cure to top off here. This does feel a lot more manageable than the other place. We're getting some levels here. Oh, there was a second teleport I could have gone for. Okay, this one put us back. I remember this room. So I just got really lucky with my guessing before, I think. I'm guessing the challenge here is that if you guess wrong on your teleport, you just get a lot more battles, so it's more of a sustained thing. And we got really lucky the first time. Could also be like 100 floors. That would be rough. That's the first time our party's gone to sleep. Cool. More XP. Let's proceed through. Proceed to the route. I went for the close one here, I think, and then we need to go for the far one on the next one. I just didn't even know there was a far one. I thought there was only one option. Rakshasa. Those are weird. I know it's the same model as like the Were-Dog or whatever, but it's just freaking me out. I don't know where it starts and where it ends. Slow, I think, is really bad on the melees because they'll hit way less auto attacks. Okay, I think they're really resistant to fire, actually. I learned it at the worst time. Maybe they're just resistant to everything. They also kind of have everything. Oh, I had auto on. I didn't mean to. I wouldn't have done another Fiera. Actually, that's fine. That's what I meant to do, obviously. Let's give a really small amount of experience for how annoying they are to fight. Aw, nuts. It's a double pick again. I'm gonna do the top right one. I'm feeling good about that one. Oh, I think that put us back in the first room. I've been had by the Tower of Trials. Is that what it's called? Something like that. Let's hope we remember everything. I did bottom, bottom, far. I think that's all we need to know. Heck, we were so close, and I guess the last one wrong twice. I guess it's nice that they got the other ones right, but we could also technically have all these wrong. These could be a red herring, which would be pretty funny. I think I went for that one. That feels right. Heck. How is this gonna help me get one of the crystals? I swear there should be like some town and someone I could talk to that's like, oh yes, to go get the next crystal, head to the western blah blah blah. Maybe there is someone that said go to the Tower of Trials to find like, what do we have, the earth crystal and the fire crystal so far? Yeah. No, yeah. So we need wind and ice, I believe. Judging by the colors of the crystals. I guess it could be water too. I don't remember this one. I feel like I went close, but I think that may have been wrong. It was only like 5 minutes ago. Oh no, I really don't remember. I think these enemies are the ones that can cast like level 5 death or whatever. Maybe not literally level 5 death, but like an equivalent that auto kills you. Okay, Fira is also a little scary. It wasn't too much damage. We should do a team heal. The more this I mess up, the more damage we take, which is rough. I'm just gonna commit to one. Okay, cool. What's the close one? And now we go straight down and take the left one. Oh, Medusa. A classic mainstay in Final Fantasy. For some reason. I feel like I've seen Medusa in a few Final Fantasy games. I may have overcommitted to this fight. They're a lot weaker than I expected. Okay, this should be the right one, unless there's some hidden one somewhere. At which point, the Tower of Trials has bested me. Oh, heck, you know what? Or Citadel Trial, sorry. There's not actually a way for me to, like, leave here. I don't have access to that magic yet to teleport out. We're, like, hard committed. We say before we came in? Let's hope so. Hey, if all the floors are, like... Oh, they're nightmares. Those really look like nightmares. If all the floors are, like, not going to be the teleporty ones, maybe it'll be fine. What does Scourge do? Instantly kills all enemies. Weird. Guess I'll Blizzara. It's probably better to use a focus magic. Snort. Why is it snorting at me? Monsters? Healing Staff, what the heck? So I'm gonna guess by the name that Healing Staff is one of the things that has a spell on it. It casts heal when used, so that's really useful. That's a very big improvement for us because heal is heal the entire party. Can I use it out of battle is the question. I'm gonna be willing to bet no. Hey Lucario Zealot, nice to see you. Let me see. Was it like right here and I just missed it? Where is Healing Staff? Oh, is it because I have it equipped? I can't see it there. It's fine. We can use it in battle, I think. Hopefully. I don't know if it has multiple uses or not. Can't even have your white monster. I can't help you there. Although, it's funny, I have a friend who I saw recently, and he's apparently addicted to... They're monsters, but I guess they're, like, not monsters. They're called monsters something. I don't remember what it was, but it's, like, peach tea, and he had me try some of it, and it literally tastes like you're drinking a can of peaches. And I was like, this is bizarre. Back in my day, Ruby Armlet, Ice Brand... Oh, another Ice Brand is cool. Back in my day, monsters, like, melted your insides, but now they're, like, drinking peach, apparently. So we have a second Ice Brand now. It's a shame we can't dual wield them. Final Fantasy 3 is going to be a fun time. We got a Ruby Armlet, which is a pretty big improvement on defense. Probably going to give that to Vivi because Vivi's got 6 defense now, so maybe Vivi won't die quite as quickly. What else did we just get? It was the Ice Brand, the Armlet, and then... Gloves, was it? I don't remember. Peach is my favorite. They also have raspberry and lemon. It's interesting. It's not something I would have expected to be a thing. I generally, like, avoid carbonated things. Not, like, actively, but, like, I don't know. Monsters. Last year, I was, like, getting... Oh my god. These clay golems are something. Last year, I was getting, like, I don't want to say, like, really sick, but I was getting, like, sick-ish. And while recovering from that... I like spent a lot of time adjusting what I eat. So I don't have that many carbonated things. Alright, clay golems are really resistant to at least fire magic. They seem like they're fine to fire weapons though. Gauntlets. What is a gauntlet? Is that a weapon for a monk, perhaps? Or is that actually gloves? I'm guessing it's a weapon for a monk. Oh, we don't have a monk in our party, so it doesn't matter. A cottage. 1455 gil, 7340 gil. I wonder how they determined how much gil. Oh. My party just rolls up, sees this random trial of tower courage or whatever, and then goes to the end, gets a rat's tail, and they're like, heck yeah, that's what we were here for. Why did I get a rat's tail? It's just 2 more dragon zombies. What a weird place. I'm sure we're gonna need the rat tail for something. I should probably read it and see what it actually does, but something about Final Fantasy 1 just showing up and getting it and your party popping off is really unique. It's cute. I like it. Alright, so I assume it's a key item. It's a token of valor and strength. That was the whole thing. There is nothing else here. Alright, well, I'm sure we need it for some reason. I just have no idea what that reason could be. Oh, our cottage goes crazy. It's like a little dome. I guess a tent's a better way to put it. Fellow humans, you enjoy when you go out to sleep under the sun with your dome. Alright, let's save that up. Alright, well, the Citadel Trials, we fully looted it and got the tail, but I don't know what the point of it is. I think the desert's probably too spicy, unless that one encounter was just randomly much harder than everything else. It could have been, but maybe it wasn't. Okay, these are also quite tanky. Does this game have a super boss? I don't know if we'd be able to feasibly do it either. Although oftentimes you find that like super bosses in games are not like grind a bunch to beat it. It's use a specific strategy that trivializes it. Not always, mind you, but there are some wacky ones in Final Fantasy games. I know one of them from... Is it 11 or 12? Whichever one's not the MMO. Although I think the MMO is an extremely long one too. Oh, we should try and use the staff as well. It's so nice. A free heal every turn is actually crazy. But one of those games has like a 24-hour boss fight or something. You can like take breaks and save during it and stuff. But I think mostly it's like make an AFK setup. Final Souls version has all the extra content including Super Boss. I'm not sure if Pixel Remaster does. Oh, interesting. Cool. It's my first time playing any version of 1, so I wasn't sure what the best version to play was. This is a ragtag group of enemies, truly. Honestly, we haven't ripped a Quake in a while. Let's do that. Bummer. At least we got one of them. Oh, good to know the Were-Tigers heal over time. I think I just autoed us into another Quake sesh. That's fine. Nice. At least we got him. Alright, so I didn't know there were holes here. So I guess I'll investigate these holes next. I'm really lost on what to do. Okay, Dragon Caves. Alright, Dragon Cave sounds like a threatening place to be. But there are like several holes. Oh, hello. Only the truly brave can obtain the token of their courage. Like a rat tail, hypothetically. Because if you're looking for a rat tail buddy, let me tell you. Whoops. Ah, okay, so all these holes must lead to different parts of the Dragon Cave because it's a dead end here. At least we had an NPC to talk to. That's like a win on its own. I was really feeling lost. Alright, there's a single Beretta here, but these were tough. I'm gonna see if maybe they're susceptible to Blizzard. Okay, yeah, ice seems the way to go. They're not so bad then. They only have like, what, 450 health, something like that. More manageable than I expected. Once long ago, there was an age where a man and dragon lived together. Any more to that story, my friend? Or is that all you're doing is hiding in this hole until someone comes down and says that? Oh, cool. We see all the entrances to the Dragon Caves now. Weird. Heck, I gotta wait till the circle is black. There we go. Under the airship, it'll be red if we can't land, but I never pay attention to it and just hope it'll work. Hello, friend. Once long ago, the Northland was filled with beautiful shrines and towering mechanical castles. So very long ago. It's always interesting when a fantasy game has, like, technology was really, really good in advance, and then it kind of, like, falls away as time goes on. Is that, like, a normal thing that happens? It might be. The dragons of the Cardian Islands have no love of senseless killing. A cottage and some gil. It's a rare thing to have humans visit us here. If you are valiant warriors, you should speak with Bahamut, our king. You know Bahamut? That's so cool. Hold on. This is good. This is a lead. This is more of a lead than we had before by a lot. So we'll go look for Bahamut. There are 2 holes in this island, so I'm going to explore this island first. Surprised there's so much loot in here. You do not fear me. You have some spine in you, human. I mean, I just talked to the rest of your friends and you're like, hey, we're cool. We're not going to fight you. Gold needle. What the heck's a dry ether? 5 MP for each magic click. I guess it's just a stronger ether? Weird. I didn't consider the fact that ethers could be like, I guess, wet rather than dry. How do you like your ether? Dry? Shaken, not stirred. Have you spoke with our King Bahamut? No, I'm looking for him. The Dragon King confers a great honor upon the brave. Oh, so that's why we need the tail. It is customary for dragons to venture northeast to the Citadel of Trials. I figured out when they were going to tell us to go to the Citadel of Trials. Must test our metal by claiming a token of courage within. The form of token of courage changes with the times. Do not let its appearance deceive you. I was kind of deceived by the appearance. You got me on that one. Somehow I think I picked the exact path of not seeing Bahamut. Whoops. That might be a blunder of pathing. Those manticores look crazy. Definitely straight from the salon. Gonna have to cure that poison or we're gonna hemorrhage a bunch of health. Wonder what level will be by the end of the game. Surely it's not gonna be much higher than this. My guess is sub 50, but we'll have to see. We're 33 now. Okay, this is definitely the way to Bahamut. You know if you were Bahamut, you'd be hanging down a long hallway like this. Oh, I hope Bahamut's just another tiny red dragon. I hadn't thought about it until now. At first I was like, it's gonna be this big towering thing. I hope it's a tiny red dragon like the rest of them. This is the chamber of Bahamut the King Dragon. Mind your tongue. The Dragon King looks within to measure a person's true courage. Alright, never mind. You're a cool big dragon. Long has it been since men of courage stood before me. Your bravery seems worth of consideration. The rat's tail you carry is a fitting token of courage and strength. So be it. Shall honor you with titles befitting your valor. Eh? Oh my god, we got dripped out. Wait, Vivi has a face. Ah, okay. So I was told before that there would be a job change at one point. Everyone has angry eyebrows. That's crazy. I thought that was a Ubert exclusive thing. Holy moly, everyone has angry eyebrows. What a time to be alive. Alright, so now I'm guessing we could probably have those other things. Can we see a status? Oh, cool. It says Knight, Red Wizard, White Wizard, Black Wizard. So they upgraded from Mage to Wizard, and I think that was Warrior to Knight. Yeah, Vivi is kind of looking like a Street Fighter character now. I love that everyone has angry eyebrows. Oh, that pleases me so much. You have no idea. I really, really like it. Vivi's actually Roxas. I can kind of see that. Or, what the heck's his name? It was one of the other organization people. Demix? Because, like, the, like, mullet kind of thing going on. Cool. Very different from job changing in 3, but very cool. Oh, it looks like they all got a little bit taller too. Maybe not. Maybe it's in my head. I love their one large eyebrow. I really do. Cool. So we got a job change. So I kind of want to go detour back because now we know where a few things are that we can grab. Heck, what town was it that had the magic we couldn't have? I want to say it was the elf town. Maybe it wasn't. Or no, it was Crescent Moon Island or whatever. Right? Maybe there's 2 of them. I think both the towns had it. Let's go detour and grab some magic really quick. Thanks for knowing guitar guy. Don't curse sweet supple Vivi with that. I can't believe I just read those words out. I'm on autopilot reading sometimes, and I forget that you use a colorful array of words. Alright, what do we have? So it was exit, which is teleport out of dungeon. That seems so nice. We'll give it to Luce, I think. And then what do we have here? Stun. Paralyzes one enemy. Alright, we just can't fit that one. I guess I can technically give Thundaga over to Luce instead, and then stun over to Vivi in place of Thundaga? But I don't know. I don't really care about the paralysis that much. Alright, so let's go head over to, I think it was the Elf Village. Which was over here, I think. Maybe I've gone too far for it. I'm gonna check the map. I don't remember anymore. I'm literally like right next to it, but I was like, that doesn't look like the Elf Village, and I thought it was here, but it was totally here. Because you have 2 magic shops, right? And I think the northern one is what has what we need. There's also the one we found in that village of people we couldn't understand, which had some level 8 magic spells. Okay, we had all of these, so it must have been the black magic one. Yeah, because the black magic one was like go back a floor or something. It was not like a full teleport, but it was similar. Maybe it wasn't this magic and it was somewhere else? I was pretty sure it was here, though. Guess I'll check the lower level shops. Maybe I got confused. So I can't believe they put Link in a grave there. That's crazy. I guess it's not here. Where the heck was it? Some place with a magic shop that was more progressed? There's no way it was in the same town. I would have remembered that. Mount Golg has a chest we missed somewhere, which is unfortunate. Melmond has a magic shop. I don't remember Melmond basically at all. It comes right before the Crescent Moon Island on the map, so let's go over there. Maybe it's logically like that's where the magic was and I just didn't loot any at the time. Whoops. Thankfully with the airship we can check things out really easily. Alright, I remember Melmond now. But aren't you like way earlier in the game? Oh, these are tier 5. I can't get over Vivi. Vivi not just being like a black void is so shocking to me. There it is, teleport. Sweet. Alright, cool. At least now we know Vivi isn't a formless black void sent to slowly consume our souls, but would it be so bad? Would that be such a problem? Alright, so we've got our job chains. I don't really know. It looks like we have a ton of magic even at high levels now. We have level 8 magic available. So we should go try to buy that level 8 magic. I think it was kind of expensive. Maybe we can sell some stuff for it. Hello, Renz. How are you doing today? How do we land? Can we land right here? I know we can't, but I always think about it because this town is so far away. I always think about it like I've been to the town more than once. Creating all this backstory for the trials I've gone through to reach that town. There was only 2 things there. One of them was like the full revive and the other one was... Oh right, it was Flare. I really can't get over Vivi being just some person. Alright, we're actually quite strong. I'm good V streamer, but tired and needing sleep. That's nice to meet you. Nice to meet you as well. Make sure you get an appropriate amount of sleep for whatever your personal sleep needs are. I've met some people that swear by the fact that they can live off of like 3 or 4 hours of sleep. I would like to live off of like 14 or so, but that never pans out like that. It doesn't look like our stat scaling changed with the job change. It probably just enabled us to get those extra spells. I mean, that's not a bad thing or anything too. In Shining Force, one of my favorite games of all time, when you job change, you lose like a pretty significant amount of stats, but you gain them back pretty quickly over time. Alright, the shop was like hidden. I completely forgot. I was like, there was sun in this town. I lived off 3 to 4 hours for the past 3 years. So like, I don't know how you do it. Don't die. It's only 40k. It's actually quite cheap. Unfortunately, it looks like our red mage cannot learn either of the super magics. I mean, it's okay. It's probably like a nice reward. I mean, the red mage can equip the weapons anyways. Whoops. I have a lot of like gratefulness for being able to use an extra sword, basically. Cool, 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 cool. So we now have our job change and our level 8 magics. We picked up teleporting out of dungeons as well. I know we can go into the desert. I'm still a little bit reluctant to go into the desert, but there's something there. Let's go explore the western part of the northern part of the map. The northwestern part. That's probably a better way to put it. To see if there's anything over there. Then we'll go towards the middle if not. I feel like we're a lot stronger now. I don't know if it's just because like the new drip that everyone has and the one angry eyebrow everyone got. I really don't know what vibe Hill Gigas's have, but I like it. I don't know why. They look like they're about to come out of a lamp and get mad that I'm asking for 2 more wishes. I guess they remind me of the first boss, or I think it was the second boss, I guess, of Final Fantasy III. Cash me Gil in the shop, how about that? Oh my gosh. What a reference. Very timely. I like it. In the ship we go. Let's go check the west side continent first. I got a funny feeling this is like an endgamey area, just because like the one fight we got here. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm overthinking it. Nothing over here. We did that area. We can go there if not though. Did we check the top right of the map as well? What the heck is that on the far right on the map? That like circular thing up there. I guess it's like a half onion ring. There's where the dragons were. There's a town here. We can land here to go to that town. That might be a nice step. Getting like an endgame armor and weapon shop would be a pretty big boon for us right now. Nothing up there. Oh, that waterfall looks crazy actually. Wonder what the point of this area is. Maybe it's just aesthetic. Doesn't seem like there's a great deal to do. Maybe something will pop up too. Let's try to go for that town first, and then after that town we'll swing by and go hit up the desert, I guess, unless something else crops up in the meantime. Don't ambush me. Alright, that was a lot less threatening than I expected. I was like, they're about to like worm fire or something and cook me. Sweet. Alright, hopefully this town has something. I didn't even realize it was over here. I really started from right to left. I should have clearly gone from left to right. On rec. This is an item shop, I think. It's been a while since I've seen an item shop. Cool, it is an item shop. We do have a bunch of remedies now and just a bunch of generic potions and stuff as well, so I don't know if we need to stress them all that much. I think most of our money now, or our guild, can go towards... I don't know. Oh, there's another shop. I thought we were done with the magic shops when we saw the ultimate one. Whoops. Alright, well, there goes all of our money. We're now broke. Saber. Raises the caster's attack and accuracy. The casters? Is that like a way to get Vivi to be a DPS? I'm confused. I mean, we'll take it, but I wouldn't have expected it. They have such cool spells in here. I really love Temper. It's so good. I'm shocked at how good it is. Null Death? I mean, sure, we'll take it. Hilaga. It looks like Luce only gets access to one level 7 spell, which feels weird. Perhaps I should have just given it to Luce, the Null Death. My father is with a caravan right now. They're over in the desert to the west. To the west? I must have read that wrong. They usually pitch camp by the forest near the north of the desert. Oh no, there is a desert to our west as well. I was thinking of the big desert, but there's one more. Are those legs really yours? What a strange question. Whose else would they be? Amazing, humans have been honored by the Dragon King. Oh, you probably told me to go there otherwise. The sunken shrines tend to be filled with riches, silver, gold, diamond, even tablets describing lost languages and civilization if you believe the legends. Long ago, an ancient race known as the Sky People used a language called... Oh. They speak Lufenian. My brother Une would always tell me how he'd figure out how to speak it only if he had the Rosetta Stone. Okay, cool. So we gotta find the Rosetta Stone so we can speak to those people. We have a logical step now. We'll take a quick step here. I'm trying that line at the bar next time. Girl, are those legs really yours? Good luck. I don't have much more to contribute other than good luck. It's a bold strategy. Hi, my name's Kolpe, huh? You want to hear about the shining object I saw? I think it fell somewhere near the waterfall to the north. Alright, keep in mind that waterfall. No one believes me, but I think of some kind of mechanical creature. Weird. I wanted to save the mermaids living on the seafloor. I made this submarine out of a barrel. Went underwater, I started running air. I couldn't breathe. It's totally useless, even worse. It's dangerous. You better keep away. So we get the ability to breathe underwater. I guess we take that. This is crazy. 200 years ago, the Shrine of Onrak flourished. It brimmed with the power of water. I ask one thing of you. Please restore that power to its former grace. Okay. Cool. So we're finding a little bit of progress at least. Looks like it's gonna be water and not ice. A few more houses we can check out. Look at my legs. Aren't they wonderful? I love having legs. Look. Did you just see... What? Okay, so do people here not have legs? You ever hear something called Oxyol? Is that the drug everyone's on? They say that the shrine sunk into the sea. Now that remembers living there, so the story goes. So we definitely need to go under the water. So, well, it looks like you can climb inside, but you can't really. They got some humor with the interactables here. So that's just for reviving and curing curses. That Underhill fella from the caravan had something very weird for sale. I wonder if that's the Rosetta Stone. Out of my way, blast it. I haven't been able to catch a single fish. How am I supposed to keep food on me plate and in me belly? I didn't realize that was someone with an accent. Coffee's been spreading nonsense about a story about how the shining thing fell from the sky. They say this used to be a beautiful village till about 200 years ago. It's been 200 years, buddy. You could work on making it beautiful again if you're not happy with it. I'm sorry, I'm not trying to put the pressure on you, but you've lived here for probably a good chunk of years, and if you think it's not beautiful, be the change you want to see in the world, right? Alright, so we need to go up the waterfall. I think the best way to enter is probably here, since we're kind of close anyways. Alternatively, we need to go under the water, but I'm guessing this is the best way to go, because there was something about an item at the waterfall. So let's go there first. We're quite strong now. I feel like we passed a point where it was really difficult. Maybe right after we got the airship or before we got the airship, but I feel like we've kind of curved ahead of the difficulty. Hopefully it stays pretty close for a while. America's only 250 in a row. What have these nerds been doing the past 200 years? Oh, I forgot. Okay, so the waterfall is a dungeon in itself. I thought we were going to go up it. I was going to be we have the best canoe of all time. Alright, let's focus fight a little bit here. I think with a Diara, it'll probably clear it out. These enemies aren't particularly strong. These are the same mummies from really early on. Maybe a normal Dia would have been fine too. I love a good opportunity to use Dia or Diara or Diaga. Alright, so it looks like mostly a maze. Are the bats gonna say Kiki again? I really love clay golems. We have to remember too, Eden can use that staff to heal the group, so I can save a lot of MP with that now. That is like a tremendous upgrade for us, unironically. Kiki. Maybe I'll do a healing staff use in this one, just to tip off Hubert if we get a turn. Never lucky. Hubert's way too strong. Kiki, I'm still gonna talk to every bat, because what if one of them was like, finally someone spoke to me, you know? Game needs more Moogles. Have we seen a Moogle yet? Maybe Moogles didn't exist at this stage of Final Fantasy. I don't remember. I know Moogles are in 6 for sure. And they're certainly in 3 as well. Although they were in the 3DS version, and they were like a feature where you could like receive mail, I want to say, through the internet or something. It was weird. I think it was the only way to get Onion Knight. So it looks like there's a path down there. That's our only way to go. Cool. You're not seeing a single Moogle. There's plenty of Moogles in other games at least. Alright, assuming these are the enemies that can one-hit us with some weird ability, I'm gonna try to AoE them. Even not just DS, the PSP and PC FF3 3D remake is flash changed. Interesting. I really liked the DS one when I was younger. I hope I still have it. I don't know what version, because I want to play through all the Final Fantasies at some point on stream. Granted, it'll be on Friday, so it's going to be over the course of a long time. But I don't know which version of 3 I want to play, because I'm tempted to play the Pixel Remaster just because it'll be a different experience than the 3 I played, but the 3 I played is so nostalgic to me, you know? As long as the birds aren't cockatrices, they should be okay. Okay, cool. All I know is I got one hit by one, and that was a real problem. That left some long-standing damage. Okay, speaking of cockatrices, we can now begin to panic. Oh, you know what? This is actually the best use case possible for this. I'm gonna null death, and then I'm gonna flare. This is the use case. Pixel Remastered the finest in FF3 due to OST. Interesting. I do like the remaster tracks a lot, but I also like the like, crunchy pixely ones. Oh no, that looks so cool. Heck, that's so powerful. I'm so glad we didn't just get one hit. Wizard Staff, that must be another, use it to cast. Confuse, I don't think I've used Confuse before. Weird. I assume Ribbon is like other Final Fantasy games where it's immunity to status elements, I believe? Maybe not. Who can equip it, if anyone? Oh, it's a head thing. Okay, so that's exactly what it is. Probably want to put it on Eden, since Eden can keep everyone alive. 13,000 gil, 6,000 gil. Hello, friend. I have been waiting. Take this cube. TM at Flying Fortress, please. Thanks for the warp cube. Okay, so you were the mechanical thing. Oh no! Buzzword. Are you now... Okay. I was like, are you gonna block the treasure chest? A defender? What tier? Hopefully it's at least rune. A sword that casts blink when used? Alright, that's actually really cool. That's a very cool sword. Oh, I like that little robot. Guess it wasn't really a little one. Sweet. Alright, so there was nothing else in here, so we can actually use some of our magic to get out of here. Probably. No? Is this not the use case? Oh no, did I give it to Vivi? Is that what it was? Or not Vivi, Luce? I gave it to Luce, that's what it was. I was like, where are the spells? I'm gonna assume this just pops us out because there's only one floor. Oh, it's so cool, it's so nice. I'm so glad we got that. Alright, sweet. So we finished off the waterfall cavern, got all the loot in there. Don't know what we're gonna use this stone for exactly. Maybe it's for getting to the caravan, but I don't know. That feels like a completely separate idea. There's a lot of enemies. Please don't kill Luce. Alright, cool. Okay, that heals like nothing actually. I mean, it's still nice. It's like, I say it's nothing, but it's like 160 total healing for no input. Alright, good use case for the new spell we got, I guess. Full life is really cool. Oh, that's a cute animation. I guess the max health is 999. That makes sense. Cool, 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 cool. So, let us go wander and see. What is over here? Is this bonus? This might be bonus. We're gonna go check it out, though. Might as well. We're in the neighborhood. I should really have Eden just like spamming that staff every time instead of doing like 10 damage. It's probably a much better use of my time on our auto. Just to keep us out of like chip range, basically. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, this was bonus. Maybe not. Hold on. Maybe there's something cool over here. We are so strong. We're not even get a chance to heal in the fights now. No, don't say it was bonus. Oh no, you could even land over here. I just had a crazy revelation. The Earth, I guess I don't know what this planet's called actually. Final Fantasy Earth is round. Or at least it like loops, because this is the other side of the world we're on now. Oh, that's so cute. I was wondering what that was. Cool, I didn't realize that was a thing. I thought we were like stuck in the confines of like a square box. Nope, you go all the way around. Wow, maybe its auto attack damage is also getting quite high. How do we hit that enemy? Whenever I see them blink, I get worried that we're gonna just like not be able to hit them for the rest of the fight, but it wasn't too bad this time. I feel like we've seen 3 versions of this wyvern model and we hadn't seen them up until this area, but we've seen like 3 unique ones. Maybe not. It feels like it. I can't get over their eyebrows. I really like them. Yeah, having that healing staff is definitely the play. Saves all of our MP, keeps everyone topped off, and I don't think having the extra like 30 damage every single fight is going to be super worth it when running through the overworld. Cool, we'll take some stats. And we'll go back over here, and then we'll go to our airship, I suppose. So, what was the thing we got? We didn't get the Rosetta Stone. We got some teleportation device or whatever it was. I forget what it was called. Let me check. The Warp Cube. A cube made of a multi-hued substance. Very bizarre. Alright, let's do another save. We haven't lost yet, but I'm so scared to anyways. They said something about the desert over here. I wonder if the Warp Cube is necessary for it. It might be. It also might not be, though. Let's go poke over there and see. Heck, I should have just hit auto. It's like, I don't see anything here. They said it was a caravan that went missing over here or something. Oh! Cool. I stumbled into it accidentally, but we'll take it. Welcome. A bottled fairy? What? Thanks. A bottle containing a fairy. What are we gonna do with these? Oh, is it the blackjack? Okay. I think I need to go back to that town and talk to people. I'm lost again. Like, we have 2 key items now. I just don't know what they're going to be used for. Okay, Onrak's over there, so we'll head over there. Surely they're gonna say something now that we have these things. Or maybe the warp cube can keep us from, like, not dying when going down to the water area? Or the bottled fairy maybe will keep us from drowning? I don't know. Weird. Surely it's one of those 2 things. That's all I can remember right now is that that's down there. Oh, okay. They usually camp a pitch camp by the forest near the North Desert. Cool. So I just got lucky. I didn't remember what she had said, but I found it. Name's Kape. I want to hear about the shining object. I did see the mechanical creature. I want to see the mermaids. Uh-oh. I was really optimistic that that was just going to be fine. So we need a way to breathe. Need a way to breathe. Talk to the Dragon King already. Song of Trains be filled with riches. You already said that before. The Rosetta Stone. Maybe the cube is the Rosetta Stone? Surely it would just be called Rosetta Stone. We can still go into the desert. I guess we'll head to the desert now. That's the only lead I have. Maybe it's just one of the pieces of the puzzle. But also the desert might be way too dangerous. We'll see. We've grown a lot since we arrived here, though. Mainly our eyebrows, but some of our power as well. I'm saving so much now. Won't work on rank. You need to definitely head world map northeast. Interesting. All right. That is a literal dinosaur. I learned anything from Dragon Ball Z, longer hair means more powerful. That is true. I didn't know it applied to eyebrows as well. Okay. Huh. Alright, well. Not for us now, maybe later. I just can't believe there's a dinosaur. Don't think too hard on what other hair it might apply to. I'm trying not to, but now that the eyebrows are on the table, it's tough. Huh. There's a whole town I missed over here. No way. Gaia, okay. Oh. Gaia, outsiders often call our town the Eye of the Hawk. To our south is an ancient city known as the Wing of the Hawk. Okay. Weird. Have you visited the Wing of the Hawk? I can't understand a word they say there. I don't believe it. You're outsiders, aren't you? How did you make it this high in the mountains? Can you fly something? That's impossible, right? Okay, our fairy in a bottle is now gone. Oh my gosh, we have another magic shop and a moving broom. Busy, 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 swish, swishery. The broom's always trying to weasel its way out of chores. I don't know what to do with it. Oh, poor broom. He's just tired. Okay, so we have stop, warp, and kill. Unfortunately, we've taken one of our black magic fill spots, but that's fine. Surely warp and quake are similar. Stop is really cool. Kill is really funny conceptually, just because it's a spell called kill. I know there's like power word kill, so that's probably what it comes from. Damage to all enemies with holy light. Oh my god, that's so cool. Reduces damage from all spells by half. Oh my gosh, we need money. But I also really want holy. Heck. I think it's one of his magic defenses too. We don't have any money, but there's so many cool things here. It's not fair. Heck, we'll have to come back here. They say a special water called Oxiale gushes from the bottom of our spring, but only fairies can draw it out. Well, wouldn't you know it to be true? We did bring a fairy here. We'll check out the rest of town though. Looks like normal stuff here. There's a scholar studying Lufenian language. I can't seem to recall his name. I caught the fairy, so I figured she's mine to do with as I please. What's the big deal? So I sold her to the caravan, so what? Okay, we already got it back. We accidentally did it in the wrong order, but that's okay because we found the place eventually. So good. To the northeast we had to go. So I'm guessing it's that spring over there. I just realized how cool the water actually looks on the mini-map. The water is like animated, I should say, on the mini-map. It's a cool touch. Hello, fairy. You're the one to rescue me from that bottle. I'm sorry about running away. I was just so scared. I'll get you some Oxiale. Oh, is it like oxygen? Is that the oxy part? Okay. If you could hook me up with some of that, that'd be cool. We do need the ability to breathe underwater, I think. Alright, we got some Oxiale. Air will flow to that water for as long as you have it. What? A strange liquid that gushes forth air. Weird. Okay. A liquid that gushes forth air. I guess it's not that weird, right? Was there anything else I missed in Gaia? There's a whole second magic shop that I walked past. Are you kidding? I was so excited I didn't look in here. Blizzaga and Break. Aw, heck. We need so much gil. Alright, cool. So we'll go back to Anrak now. Kiraja too. And it cures status effects. And Diaja. We need so much gil. After we finish up this dungeon, we gotta come back. There is a weapon and shield shop too, but we don't have gil right now, so I'm not gonna bother looking at it. We'll look when we get back. Honestly, just getting Vivi some armor was nice, so we can actually go around this way because the world is round. Crazy. I don't know why that was such a revelation to me. I just assumed it wouldn't be the case. Is that Anrak? Yeah, I think that's the one. Cool, 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 cool. So we'll save before going in here too. Sweet. You know, I'll actually use a cottage as well. I don't know if we're gonna have many uses for him throughout the game. May as well just use one to heal up here. I guess it's probably about the same price as an inn. I don't remember if there's an inn inside Anrak or not. There totally is, but it's fine. I like the animation of the little tent popping up. I guess it's a cottage, not a tent. You have Oxiale. I do. You're the ones we've been waiting for. Please save the mermaids. You got it. We'll save the mermaids. Ooh. Was that a mermaid? Is that what happened? Is they just went under the water? Or was that like a ghost? Surely that was them submerging under the water. Oh, I really like this. This is cool. The sunken shrine, we're on the 3rd floor to start. Cool. Looks like some rooms around. Basically on both sides, so we'll just poke around and see what we can find. Cottages are pretty cool. I don't think I took advantage of them really in other games, but they are quite cool. Are all the other rooms just like red herrings? Weird. Alright, cool. Oh no, that one has a chest in it on the left side. I almost feel like it's immoral to use the map, but surely they put it in because they expect you to use it. Oh, I want to use Vivi's spell at one point to buff Vivi's damage, but like, there's not many opportunities for it, just because like, if we're gonna be a casting with Vivi, it's almost certainly gonna be something that's gonna either be an AoE fight or better to just dump something deadly into it. I'll go for a saber here. Alright, we killed him. Yeah, I didn't take advantage of them as much as I should have in games, but I think I sell them low-key. Diabolical. Oh, that's an unfortunate time for Dark to land. Aw, Saber looks so cool, and Vivi even has cool sunglasses to show off how cool the Saber is. Okay, that is like a pretty tremendous damage up, actually. Saber goes crazy. Maybe we'll make Vivi our carry instead. Just kidding, Hubert. We wouldn't do that to ya. 9,900 gil. Straight towards the magic fund. Oh, it's a sea troll. No. Alright, it has like no health still. I was a little concerned. I don't see anything else here. It does look like there's a floor up and a floor down though. Surely we want to go down to progress, so I'm gonna go up first. Always commit to exploring before actually going to the end. Maybe this is the right way? No, there's no way. Surely we're meant to go further down. These water elementals are strange. They're quite high damaging, surprisingly. Not like that high, but they hurt a little bit. Okay, there's a chest in that room. Okay, there's a boatload of treasure here. But this also kind of looks like the progression point. Maybe I was wrong in my assessment. I guess we'll loot this floor out and then go down and see where that leads. I was so sure that going up was going to be the wrong choice. At least we're getting a lot of fairly easy fights. It should be a lot of experience that we certainly aren't going to say no to. Plus a little bit of gil for the road. Monsters. No, that's wrong. I'm so, like, convinced every chest will be monsters now. I'm gonna set up our auto so that it has the healing staff built into it again. So every now and then we'll just do that in the auto fights. So it should be easy enough to just tap the button and then watch it play out. I probably should have done AoE magic here. Ah, it's fine. We're mostly healing up through these fights anyways. Not fully when there's so many of them, though. Diamond armor. That is an incredible amount of defense. Red Mage is in such a strange spot for what they can actually equip. It's like a very, it's obviously the middle ground of like casters and I guess warrior. Maybe it's the same as what thieves can equip, I don't know. I wonder how different it would have been if I grabbed a thief. I don't regret my team. I think my team's pretty cool. I like them a lot so far. I think so far we're probably in like the latter half of the game, I would imagine. Still, probably worth trying to play through it some other time with a monk and a thief in the party. This being said, after we finish up Final Fantasy 1, the plan is to go to Final Fantasy 2. I believe I already did that one up there, so we'll head south and try to do that. I'm so excited to play Final Fantasy 3. I'm not like not looking forward to 2 because being able to experience Final Fantasy games I've always wanted to play is like a really cool thing to do, but I really like Final Fantasy 3. It's so fun. I think it's probably my favorite. 6 was really good too, but man, 3 is just so good. I would replay FF1 with each class. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. I think it'd be quite fun. A light axe? That's so cool too. Never mind. I mean, it's not that bad. Cast Tiara when used? Alright, that's really cool actually. Hold on. Anti-undead axe that also cast Tiara. The weapons are getting so cool this far in. I love it. We'll do the healing staff and then we'll switch over to do a... We'll do a Thindaga. You playing Classic 7 or the remake? Both, I think. At least when it comes to 7. So I was thinking about spin-offs and stuff and like Dirge of Cerberus and whether or not I'm going to do those ones. I might do them. I really like Dirge of Cerberus at least, which is the Vincent spin-off. But 7 and 7 Remake are so different that I think it's worth doing both. Like things like the Pixel remasters plus the original, probably not. But 7 and 7 Remake are basically completely different games. I think we already have a Mage's Staff, right? Oh no, it's different than Wizard Staff. Cast Fira? Alright, we'll equip that one instead. Yeah, for sure. I do want to do Crisis Core, though. I actually have... I was given it as a gift a while ago. The Crisis Core remaster that's on Steam. I have it. And I've never played Crisis Core, so I plan to play that one at least. Seven Classic is find nostalgia and remake a AAA because it's fancy. I mean, yeah, that's a good way to put it. I don't think it's bad or anything, though. I played part 1 of the Final Fantasy VII Remake, 'cause I think there's 2 or 3 parts out now. And I'd like to play through all of them at some point, but it's just a different experience, you know? We'll do attack, and then heal, and then another AoE magic. I think I'll scale it down to Blizzara, though, to try to preserve. I don't know how big this dungeon is. I've never played FF8 more than like 5 minutes, so that'll be an interesting one, too. Okay, I'm gonna get our auto attack back up. Beast Streamer, if you haven't played a game called Dissidia yet. So, yeah, actually, one of the first games I streamed was Dissidia for the PS4. I don't remember what it's called. It wasn't 007 or whatever it was, but it was Dissidia on the PlayStation 4. It was a 3v3 fighter one. It was really fun, but the player base was like dead on PS4 basically, so I mainly got against bots. But this was years ago. This was like, honestly, probably like 8 years ago. I was just streaming Dissidia on this channel. Dissidia is really cool though. Alright, so it looks like there's no more stairs, which means this might be bonus, but it could also be where we need to be. All the mermaids are here, it's the wrong place. Oh, my prayers have been answered, so we're saving the mermaids now. That means we're gonna have to go swing back, but thankfully we have a spell to bring us down a floor. If the light of the sea is lost, we will turn into sea foam and vanish forever. We don't want that to happen. 3, 4, 2, 3, 4, 2, 3, 4. There's a bunch of loot here. Diamond armlet's gonna be a really nice one. Crazy defensive upgrades for us. Luce really needs one too soon. One of our friends went to see the world above and hasn't returned. I wonder what she's doing right now. I hope she's alright. You can breathe underwater? How? You know, this delicious oxalate. Oxyale? I don't know why I call it oxalate. This is an interesting maze through here. Save the sea, restore the light to the water crystal. Are those crystals the legends speak of? Just who are you? We're the Warriors of Light. 4150. Now they decided to put the city on Apple and Google Play. Yeah, I noticed there is like a mobile game of it. I didn't play that though. I only played the fighting game. This is the uppermost level of the shrine. The crack in the Fiend of Water rests on the lowest level. I predicted it perfectly. While the Fiend of Water lives, the light of the sea grows even darker. We'll save the sea, don't worry. Antidote. The Mirage Tower stands in the desert at the east of the continent, right? Well, I saw someone go into the tower. I heard the most lovely chiming sound. Sounds like if we get like a crystal chime or something. I guess crystal chime is not the right thing. That's a RuneScape thing. Diamond shield. That's a cool upgrade as well. Was that all the chests? No, we missed 2 in the northern quadrant, but it looks tough to access those ones. Is that even possible? Maybe from above? Maybe we can approach from the northeast, but I don't know. Weird. So let's equip that shield. Diamond shield. Guards against lightning. Cool. Yeah, I've never played Final Fantasy Tactics much. I started Final Fantasy Tactics and what did I play through? It was like maybe like 2 hours and it was Tactics Advanced, but I never played the default Final Fantasy Tactics. It looks really cool though. It's just very complex. If the light of the sea is not restored, we will vanish from the foam, like foam on the waves. That's what one of the other ones said as well. How do we get over there? It looks like it's blocked on every side unless you can eke through the top, but I doubt it. That's definitely inaccessible though. Maybe you have to drop through a different floor? Weird. Alright, so I'm gonna just assume those are inaccessible for now. We will use a spell from Luce to go down a floor. Honestly, we're probably better to just exit now. And then re-enter. Oh, I didn't think it'd put us this far. I mean, that's fine. We can hit up an inn really quick. Oh, that's not an inn. I was like, yeah, surely the teapot is an inn. No, unfortunately, the bed is an inn. We'll quickly go over here. Oh my god, I really love their eyebrows. I'm sorry I keep saying it. I just love them so much. I really do. It is like the exact type of thing that I like. I don't know why. Cool, let's go. How much money do we have? We have 100,000 gil. We can pick up a couple spells from this town while we're here. I don't believe we drained this town yet. Oh no, we did. Alright, never mind. I mixed up the towns. That's okay. All the more gil to spend later on. Excuse me, sorry. I would like to get in the barrel, please. Alright, that auto is good. So assuming we can't get those chests yet, maybe there's some way to, or some like niche thing I didn't know. But we are going to want to go down now, like I said before. So we went up the dungeon, we'll have to go down. We can always turn off encounters if we want to look for a way for getting that chest later on, but I'm not finding it right now. It's a shame there's no spell to turn off encounters for a little bit. I think I'd prefer that to just like toggling it off. I forgot what game I played, but there's some game forever ago that I played where like you could change the amount of encounters and stuff and that would like scale the amount of experience and gold you get. Like if you set it higher, you get more experience. Something like that, I don't know. It's a long time ago. Alright, so this is very maze-like. Looks like north's the way to go to start, so we'll head up north. Oh, ghost. Oh my god, I could have used this stupid staff, I think. I think these are undead. Or the sword, axe, whatever. Heck yeah, that wasn't worth it at all. It was a fun thought, but it certainly was not worth how little damage it did. Hopefully VV kills. Not. That's fine. We'll kill here. I just thought it'd be cool to use it. It does not do a lot of damage. Not compared to just swinging the axe itself. Probably should have done a spell here, but that's fine. We'll just be patient with him. Thank goodness Hubert seemingly has like a lot more... Is aggro the right word? They're a lot more tempted to hit Hubert than Vivi. That's what it seems like, at least. I'm gonna Curaga on Luce here and then do everything else normal. Hopefully Luce doesn't die before the Curaga goes off. Perfect. I'm gonna just normal attack. We could poison out here. I'm gonna wait till we get out of the battle. Mainly because I'm a little bit lazy and don't want to lose my my auto. We can heal through him. Sweet. Couple level ups for us. A little bit more health. So we'll have Eden use poison out, and then a couple of heals for the group, and then we're looking good. We're going back up. Alright, maybe I went the wrong way again? Okay, no, this is just going around. Cool, I really like the dungeon design. That is 10 million Sahagins. Holy guacamole. That is a jarring amount of Sahagins. Alright, V-Streamer, I gotta sleep, but good luck. Thanks for stopping in, Renz. It was nice chatting with ya. Have a nice sleep. I appreciate the good luck. I feel like I'm going in circles. I'm totally not, but it feels like I am. Wonder if I should queue up Vivi just do like a basic blizzard or something. I feel like the basic attack is so strong that it's probably just fine. I really want to fight a boss. We're all just going in circles if you really think about it. Well, yeah, because the world in Final Fantasy 1 is round, so it makes sense. I'm still really happy about that. I know it's a minor thing, but it was just really cool to see. It made sense why they had that one little piece of land curl around it. Wait, I actually just went in a circle. Like, unironically. No wonder it felt like I was going in a circle. I literally was. That is just a big old circle I went in. How did that happen? Like, I'm actually so confused. There's no way that we actually just went in a circle. Like, it happened, so clearly it happened, but I still don't believe it. Nice crit there. Wonder what our crit rate is. Alright, so I went up here. Oh, okay, I didn't go into this room. That's what happened. A lot of gil. I like how my emotes are bouncing on your face now. Yeah, that is a thing. You can, in fact, bounce an emote on my head. Just don't use the heavy ones, please. My head is very delicate, and it's a little bit hollow, so... I don't want it making like a gong sound if something heavy hits me. This fight's a little bit annoying. I should probably take the time to just do AoE spell on it instead of just waiting it out. So I'm gonna have to use a poison every time. They actually do pretty solid damage if they're not hitting you, but we'll take the scorpions more seriously next time. Don't mind me just dropping a burning basket on you. It's fine. I'm a little bit flame proof depending on the day. That's what the coat is for. Oh, whoops, that's life. I was like, why are we not healing? Let's do a healer, I guess, and then a couple cures. It's nice that Cure 1 even has, like, use now. I called it Cure 1. Oh no. My Final Fantasy 1 is showing. Or not Final Fantasy 1, Final Fantasy 14. I wish Final Fantasy 14 in the English servers ended up having, like, Cure and Curaga and stuff. Strange if they didn't opt to. We will do a spell here. Probably a Thundaga again. Thundara is probably fine. I don't know why I'm being so conservative with my magic. I should really just end it. Huge. We'll take it. 8100. Oh, there's a monster chest. I knew there should have been one coming. Imagine living your best life just hanging out inside of a chest waiting for an adventure to come. I haven't seen Holy yet. Let's dump it even though it's almost certainly overkill here. Probably should have had my warrior and my red mage attack different targets. Hopefully Eden can go off first. Alright, even better. VV killing one is nice. Okay, Holy is awesome. Certainly not worth how little damage it did, but it was very awesome. Now, give me something cool out of here. 7,690 gil. I would call that pretty cool, to be honest with you. Do I want to do a spell here because we got ambushed? Sea snakes do like nothing. Right, they hit 39. Nah, we'll just do it in normal fight. We should one hit the snakes. Some of the enemies are a lot less threatening than others. I mean, I guess it's just the nature of the beast. Not everything can be the final boss, you know? Alright, so there's chests everywhere. I should have scouted to see which one is the off-ramp. Oh, there's just one to the north. Okay, I didn't notice that before. Cool. So I'm guessing there's going to be a lot of monsters here. We did get a preemptive strike, so I'm going to queue up a Thundara just to speed up the fight. Gosh, that healing staff is so nice. Just being at full health all the time is such a blessing. 54 or 50 gil, some monsters for the road. That is a lot of monsters and a very scary group of them as well. Don't you know Thundara or Thundaga? You do know Thundaga. Alright, we're gonna go all out on these ones. I don't want to risk getting killed. Oh no. Oh, thank goodness the gazes are missing. That would have been a real problem otherwise. Magic is so cool. Giant's gloves. Is that a... gloves that cast Saber when used? Alright, that's actually crazy. Being able to cast Saber on Hubert is really, really impressive. I don't know how strong it is compared to Temper, but we can stack that with our Temper setups now. That's really cool. I'm super happy about that. We got a preemptive, so we can just swing out here and not really sweat it. They might be able to hit us a little bit. Alright, some health for Hubert and some strength as well. I don't really know how important strength is. I mean, it must be quite important, right? Because we have like 20 strength on a character and they hit quite high. This is the exact encounter. I was like, I should take my time with Thundaga, but I didn't do it. Hopefully we get lucky with the poisons. Alright, sweet. Now we'll do a Thundaga again. I guess maybe we'll do a Fira just because we haven't used any from that tier. Hopefully they don't resist fire too much. I assume the water dungeon enemies are going to resist fire, but it is a high tier fire spell, so maybe it'll be fine. Okay, no, they resist the living heck out of it. No fire here. Very big blunder, unfortunately. We will just queue up basic attacks now. Definitely just go for a full Thundaga. We have Thundaga on loose and Vivi. There's no reason I should be playing so safe with it. We also have a bunch of ethers. I gotta remember that too. I keep acting under the mindset that we can never restore any of our MP ever, but we can absolutely restore a bunch of MP. Alright, cool. Let's go loot a few more chests, hopefully. No monster? Monsters. We got a preemptive strike, so we're definitely going to queue up that Thundara like we were doing before. Or Thundaga, excuse me, not Dara. Sweet. Really love magic. So fun to use in this. Ton of experience too. Another light axe. I don't think Luz can use that. Nope. That's gonna go nowhere, unfortunately. Shame this isn't Final Fantasy 3. In 3, you get the choice between having a shield or equipping 2 swords, depending on the class and stuff. So having 2 swords like that is actually quite a nice improvement. I think we'll just basic attack these ones. To my memory, they don't have much health. It might take 2 turns, but we'll kill most of them. Just delaying out a fight and getting off a few heals like this is a big improvement for us. Keeps us healthier, saves a bunch of MP as well. Cool. Let's pop in here. Sure, I'll fight the monster for fun. It looks like we can avoid it altogether. I like that the Sahagins look like they're really excited about something. Hopefully Eden goes first so we can tip off another heal. Nope, that's fine. We're looking just okay on health. Luz is getting a little bit low. In case there's a monster fight, I'm going to have Eden just cure up Luz a little bit. 7340 gil, 2750 gil, 9900 gil, and then another ribbon. Alright, ribbons are huge. Ribbons are huge. It's the same defense as a leather cap, so it's not even like a downgrade. It's just like a pure upgrade, or not a side grade, I should say. It's a pure upgrade for Vivi, who is currently very much lacking on defensive options. Now the downside is that we won't have Thundaga for the boss, which I guess is worth thinking about a little bit if we use too many of them. Then again, we have ethers. I don't know why I'm sweating it so much, right? How many do we have? I haven't used many of them yet. Oh my gosh, we have so many of them. Alright, yeah, no, we should be spending magic way more. Live and learn. We're now on 1F. Is this going to be the boss room? Surely it'll be one more. I don't see a floor down, though. Just a lot of rooms with doors on them. Live and live. That's my motto. Honestly, it's kind of a solid motto. We don't learn, we just keep existing. Alright, never mind. I take it back. That motto could use a little bit of work. I feel like generally mottos are supposed to be like something to live by that like helps improve you as a person or guide your motives and choices in the world. That's like, I think, therefore I am, which is like, I guess, a little more intense than live and live. You gotta have something motivational as a motto, right? Alright, that's bonus. That's a big old bonus room. A boss might be in there, maybe? I don't know. Ah, the crystal's all the way up there. Cool. So we just want to get over there. It looks like I don't see any chests or anything. So let's go towards them. Mine's more realistic. Oh, that's fair. I'm sorry. I'm so excited to fight a boss. It is stressful you can't save before a boss, but surely they won't just like one-hit us with something. Hopefully. Smile. These preemptive strikes are crazy. I don't know what procs them. I'm grateful for them, let me tell you. It's more like a motto I live by without realizing it's more a motto in hindsight. Mottos got a lot more complex than I thought they could be. I'm learning a lot about mottos today. I don't know if I have a motto. Mine's probably don't be cringe. Nah, it's probably something like don't be a jerk or something. I don't know. I don't have a motto. I just live life. I wake up. I eat my bowl of cornflakes or my oatmeal. I pet the cat when I'm taking care of it. And then I stream. Okay, that's not true. There's a lot more that goes into my morning than that. I don't just kind of like slide out of bed, eat cereal, and then stream. I swear there's a lot more. But I was trying to simplify the morning, and I figured it wasn't really worth going into my whole morning routine. But you gotta believe me. People say you live and you learn, and I'm like, well, I only do half of that. You only learn? Alright, good luck. I assume this is the boss fight. How are we looking on health? Everyone's mighty healthy. I think we're probably good without restoring any more MP. You humans do impress. I would not have thought to see you here under the water, as you cannot normally breathe water. How are you doing that? Oh, goodness. But do you really think you could defeat me, or defeat the Fiend of Water here in my own domain? Fools, these dark depths shall be your tomb. I don't know where you start and where you end. Are those legs yours? Okay, let's actually focus a little bit. Ah, right, I don't have the sword on anymore. Or no, it's the gloves? Oh, it's the gloves that do it. We're going to approach this the way we did before, where we're going to just try to juice up our warrior, and then we're going to focus on doing offensive magic afterwards. So I'm going to assume there's going to be some type of magic, although ice magic isn't a thing. I guess water magic isn't a thing. Ice magic is definitely a thing. Do we have null ice? I think it might be on our red mage. I guess I can null death. No, let's just do a Protera for now. And then we'll focus on tempering Uber. Giant's gloves are so cool. Ink. Okay, Ink can probably do blind. I think we have blind raw or whatever, but we have eye drops either way. I guess I'm gonna rip some more tempers. I don't know how many hastes I should do. I did one, which I'm gonna assume is enough. I'll do Invisera next, and then we'll do another temper on Uber. Okay, Uber is already a unit hitting almost 700. And that was before 2 more tempers, so we might have this in the back depending on how much health the boss has. Those giant gloves really like took my strategy and turned it up to 11. I think we're gonna swap over to just ripping Thundagas now. Preemptively, I'll do a Hilaga just in case we take a nasty hit. We probably won't. So far, it hasn't even attacked us yet. Does it actually have any attacks? Is this like a test to see if I'm like willing to hurt a defenseless Kraken? Oh my god. 2,000 damage almost. Poor thing. I have all these like grand schemes and stuff for these boss fights, but then they die in like 2 hits. It's fine. At least we did it, I guess. Better than dying. I just want it to be a little bit healthier. But then again, maybe I'm just doing something that's a little bit OP. I don't know, the fact that you can stack temper is just crazy to me. Good fight though. Alright, cool. So this is the altar of water from which the power of water flows forth. Now the peculiar thing is I didn't see a way to successfully get those 3 other chests. Don't know how we were to do that though. I guess we can swing back later and look for it. We'll exit for now. Because it's on the complete other side of the dungeon, so there's no reason to try and go back there. Okay, so we solved the water problem, which means now we only have... Oh, interesting, we skipped the earth one, or wind one. I guess skipped is probably not the right word for it. What do we still have for key items? We have the warp cube. What the heck is it used for, though? Let me go in the town. Maybe they'll have something to say for me about what to do next. Perhaps not, though. Looks like a lot of the same. Unfortunate. Maybe if we go to the mermaids on the upper floor, they'll say something. It's not a terrible idea, and then we can look for the chest again. Now, the question is, do I turn off encounters? The only reason I'm debating doing it is not for the sake of brevity as much as it is the sake of I don't want to overlevel too hard. Because I just two-hit the boss, basically, and I don't really want to do that again. I feel bad about doing it, so I'm going to turn off encounters for now. If people want, I can turn it back on, but I'm going to turn them off just for the sake of I don't want to overlevel by going to collect extra stuff, basically. It will save a little bit of time, too, but I don't know. I feel bad that we like two-hit the boss. It was also awesome, so I don't feel that bad about it, but I feel a little bad about it. It was down there, right? But it was also awesome. I have to imagine these giant gloves are going to be carrying us straight until the end game. Alright, so we're already on the 5th floor again. Okay, they don't have anything new for us, so this was just a red mermaid. How is that possibly accessible, though? This doesn't seem possible over there, that chest in the corner. Like, we can't go up here. It's not possible. We can get to that one. I guess if we can get outside the map, that's probably what it is on the southeast side. Oh, to the northwest, and then it loops back around like the world map? There's no way that's what it is. They got absolutely wacky with map design here. I would have never expected that. Diamond gloves. Alright, well, I'm glad we came back here because now we know what to do to progress. And the diamond helm. Cool. Not what I would have expected. Very cool design, though. So let us turn combat back on. As we will be progressing normally now. And we will use Loose to exit us out. We'll go heal up, and then we can go to the village. I forget what it's called, but it had the people that didn't speak common language. Cool, so we'll heal up here, and then we'll go take our airship over to that village that I forget the name of. I'm very sorry. It starts with an L and a U, I think. Like, I almost said it was going to say it was like Luddite something, but there's no way it's Luddite. Something like that. Ludicrous? No, that's not right either. Desert Beretta. These things are quite strong, although it seems like we're doing a little bit better on them at least. But man, they're strong. That Mirage Tower is going to be a real problem. We have to go there. Ludens by Bring Me the Horizon? That might have been it. Where was that place? That was the southeast one, right? Lufenia. It is Lufenia that we're looking for. We have the Rosetta Stone now. I'm assuming we could just use the Rosetta Stone automatically. We don't have to bring it to anyone. We just kind of like gain the ability to Rosetta Stone. Our stats look good. We'll just save here because we just landed here. And we'll go over to hopefully figure out what to do over here. We have one more shrine to go, which is the Air Shrine. So they must intend for you to do the Air Shrine fourth because, I mean, I guess technically you could skip their Water Shrine once you get the Rosetta Stone? Assuming this leads to the Air Shrine, or Wind Shrine. It's a fun thought. Sweet. Okay, Lufenia, can you say something now? Lupa, oh no. Alright, so it looks like the Rosetta Stone did have to go somewhere. I was just assuming we could speak the language when we came here. I was wrong, no. Alright, so we'll have to find someone to do it. I remember people talking about it. I want to say it was in the westernmost town. They said that their parent was like a scholar of it or something. In the other town, they said something to the effect of, they don't remember who the person was with him. Heck. Hopefully it's the western town. I'm gonna go there first. My gut feeling is that that's gotta be right, because I don't think we did anything major there yet. We just kind of showed up. Maybe it could also be Gaia. I mean, Gaia's like right here, right? I guess it'll happen here because it's only a foot away. Gaia, the outside is often collected on the Eye of the Hawk, right? We've been to the Wing of the Hawk now. Was there more spells to grab in Gaia, or was that the other town? Oh good, this was where we needed the spells. Perfect. Heck. I guess we don't need Diaja. It's unfortunate that we can't teach Diaja to our Red Mage, though. That would have been a nice use case for it. Red Mage has a lot of restrictions in this game. Petrify is one enemy. I wonder how valuable Petrify is versus like Paralyze or just auto kill. I think that was all the magic. There might be some in this upper one too, but I feel like we bought out this one and didn't buy out the other one. Nope, I totally have some more here. So we'll grab... I guess we do warp or kill. We'll do warp. It sounds cooler than just kill. Null All is definitely a nice one to pick up, and Dispel, it would be nice as well, but we can't fit it, unfortunately. We don't really need magic defense down anyways. Our goal is really physical damage. It does seem to mostly max out our spell slots, though, which is kind of cool. I mean, we have a few still that are open, but I think tier 8 magic is traditionally the highest in these games. At least I think that's the highest in 4, or 3, not 4. Alright, I didn't actually talk to anyone here. I meant to, I'm getting so distracted now. I guess I talked to one person here. The tower in the Nikorn desert that no one can enter. Some people think it's nothing more than a mirage called Mirage Tower. No one can say for sure, though. Were you the one talking about the Rosetta Stone? No, he's talking about the sky people that soared through the clouds. It's gotta be the other town. I remember distinctly there was someone in that far west town that talked about the Rosetta Stone and their uncle or something. I hope I don't have it mixed up, but I could. Oops, we gotta land over here instead. Alright, hopefully we can figure out what to do with the stone here. It certainly wasn't you. Oh no, did I go to the wrong town? I thought it's the caravan. You have the Rosetta Stone. It was this person. Okay. You must take it to my brother Une immediately. Where's your brother? What? You couldn't give me like the smallest hint of where your brother is? That's fine. I don't mind. I'm not mad. You're mad. Une. Maybe someone else will say where Une is. You're Kobe, not Une. Surely Une is not in this town. It wouldn't make any sense. Maybe they look exactly like the same sprite and that's how we identify them. What town would they be in though? That's okay, we'll just look around I guess. Hopefully it's not in this one, but we could take an on-rack off the menu, which is something. Could be Gaia, but I doubt it. I don't think it's the caravan. It's not in Lufenia. Is there any other towns up here? It had to be Gaia and I just missed them. There's like nowhere else to be. Gaia is the only other town of people. I just don't know where I would have missed them though. Oh well, we'll swing around there again and look. That's part of the fun of these games, right? Trying to figure stuff out with minimal information. No giant arrow on your HUD saying go this way. The Northeast Island kind of looks like a really cool looking bird. They're like a beacon and eye now. I wonder if that was deliberate. I can't unsee it now though. Alright, let's look for someone in Gaia that looks the same as that other NPC. Are you that? Have you visited the Wing of Hawk? I can't understand a word they say there. You're not the one. I thought you might be. My dad was always telling me how the castle of the west is a place to test your courage. We did that already. Barry was living in the spring. You're outside, it's time to make it this high. No, no, no. You're the witch with the broom. They have a special water called Oxale. Gushes, it does. There's a scholar studying the Lufeni language, but I can't seem to recall his name. Where is the scholar? We've found so little about this scholar. Just that they exist and that they're the brother, I assume. That looks like it leads out of town. You're the person that caught the ferry and then sold it. Kind of morally ambiguous. And by ambiguous, I mean deplorable. Heck, I have no idea. I don't think they're over there. I think that the area was just the ferry up here. Maybe the ferry knows? It'll never run out of air, so you can to stay underwater as long as you like. The Oxale, it's very useful, thank you. I'm gonna use it to loop back into town. I feel like it's gotta be Onrak. Surely the siblings live together. I just don't know where they'd be in the town. I feel like I looked through the whole thing. Whoops. Let me give one more thorough look of Gaia and then we'll head back. Unless there's another place I'm forgetting, but there's no way. There's the dragon place, but I don't think that would really count for what we're looking for. I saw a shining light fly off to the west in the night sky. I know I saw it. I think that's everything. I guess we can check out the weapon shop if we have a little bit more money. Cat claws. Does cat claws do anything unique? Nope. So it looks like it might be for like monk or ninja or something primarily. Ruby armlet and then a protect ring. I guess I'll buy 2 protect rings for the mages? Maybe we can buy another one for another one too. Clearly these are very hard to come by. Yeah, they're leather gloves. We'll buy one more of them. It's a pretty big upgrade for us altogether. I don't want to put that on to Hubert because Hubert's Giant's gloves are actually quite nice. Cool, that's an upgrade. It is weight up as well, but I still don't really know what weight does, to be honest with you. Alright, let's head back to the other town and look there. I hope they didn't say, like, my brother is living in the mountains to the west and blah, 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 blah beforehand. And now that I have the thing, they're like, go see my brother. Because that would be a little bit unfortunate. I could see there being one more place to visit over here, though. Especially to the south. I guess not. It just looks like it's all mountain. Alright, back we go to Onrak. Hopefully that's the place. I'm not like totally against looking it up if I need to, but ideally we won't have to. And we can just do it naturally. There's still more places to look, so I don't feel that stuck yet. It's gotta be in here. What is this? Is this the church? This is the church. Are you the brother? Alright, you're not the brother. That's the real twist. The Pope was actually the brother all along. Like, you're right here. Does your brother run the inn? Is that why you're hanging out here? No, your brother doesn't run the inn, it doesn't look like. Where is your brother, sir? You're the Rosetta Stone. You must take my brother Une immediately. Where is your brother Une? This Briar of the Water has once been revived. Now the king will once again flourish. Is there another NPC I missed somewhere? Oh no, I think I'm stuck. I was like optimistic we'll be able to find it in this town. What other places can we look? The caravan has one person in it, but I don't think we could speak to them at all. Maybe the brothers in one of the earlier towns to the south and we just don't remember them? I doubt it's Dragon Caves. It's not Citadel of Trials. There was no one in the waterfall cabin besides the robot. It's not Lufenia, I don't think. I mean, it could technically be Lufenia. It could be someone in Lufenia that I just didn't find. Alright, I'm sucking it up. I'm looking it up. First time I've had to crack. Where doth you? Melmond. Melmond. Where's Melmond? Okay, Melmond's like 1,000,000 miles away. So I feel, I guess, a little bit better about not remembering that. It was in the southern continent, though, so that explains why I was struggling. I wonder if they said that beforehand. I bet you the NPC had said, like, oh, my brother is a scientist in Melmond or something like that. I'm just a farmer. The airships, they do really exist. Worries are light. This couldn't have happened with Ucha. The Earth's Medum and Vir is coming back. Where the heck is your brother? I'm in the right town, allegedly, from what I just read for a second. Oh, you're totally the one over there. Just a moment, let me see the type of... Oh, I actually do remember you. I completely remember you now. This is the Rosetta Stone. This makes it possible to decipher Lufenian. Yes, of course. That's what it was. It makes sense now. Here, allow me to express my gratitude by teaching you Lufenian. Alright, cool. I've mastered a language. Thank you for teaching me. There, now you can speak Lufenian too. I hope it's a very simple language. Maybe it's just like Pig Latin, you know? Either way, we can head over to that Lufenian village now. Hopefully figure out more of what's going on and what to do about the air shrine. Wind shrine? Totally gonna be wind and not air. I don't know why I keep calling it air. I should have remembered that NPC. I absolutely had talked to them before. I just forgot that I did. Surprised there's a desert Beretta all the way out here. I wonder if we're like kind of in go mode once we do the next shrine or not. I imagine there's at least one more like major dungeon after the shrines, but it's hard to tell. Final Fantasy 3 was brutal with that, so I'm not gonna be surprised if it's super hard. Maybe it won't be so bad though. But Final Fantasy 3 was unkind, to put it lightly. Like, to my memory, it was like 3 hours of content and like a tough dungeon and stuff without being able to save at the end of the game. It took Youngmi a long time to beat, let me tell ya. I love that there's just a dinosaur. Allosaurus just shows up, refuses to explain. Leaves. We are the Lufenians, the descendants of the race that once lived among this cloud, the Sky People. Use a vessel you call an airship. It was built by one of our ancestors. My name is Sid. Oh, Sid mentioned. Interesting. The light bearers, the legend is true. We have a legend that has been passed down through many generations. According to the legend, 400 years after the fall of civilization in the sky, the warriors begin bearing light will come forth to save the people. Well, that's us. We're here to save the people. 4 years ago, we built a civilization of the highest order, even beyond the skies we reached. However, that is not by history now. The flying castle floats on a blue sea of stars above the sky. The world is composed of 4 forces: fire, earth, water, and wind. I guess maybe that's what we need the warp cube for? Of these, we show the greatest prowess with the power of wind. High in the sky, we set a castle afloat in the azure sea of stars. Cool. The Sky People would pass their memories from one generation to the next through rituals, but 400 years is a very long time. Those memories are going to fade. You could just write like a book. Could the mechanical beings our ancestors created still function? Okay, so that was definitely what this warp cube thing was for. We just happened to have like done it in a strange order potentially. I'd like that though. There's a lot of like freedom to do different parts of the game without just being on a linear path. The castle that floats above the high is the home for our ancestors. Mirage Tower is the gateway to that castle. We came to believe that there was another entity controlling the 4 fiends. To ascertain its location, we sent out 5 warriors. Much time has passed since we heard of them. Hope no harm has befallen them. I was thinking that Mirage Tower might be like the end game. I need to like get past you. Could you like let me? Cool, cool, cool. You're gonna go down there and let me pass, I assume? No? Alright, that's fine. Take your time. No worries, I'll talk to them later. I'm okay just hanging out for a while. I genuinely don't think there's another way to travel down there while that NPC is there. Oh my gosh, we're free. Alright, let's see. We placed our last hope in the 5 warriors we sent out. It's been said that they fell victim to the curse of the fiends and were turned into bats. Oh, interesting. Bats are relevant. This is alright. We struggled for our very lives with Tiamat, the Fiend of Wind, but our power was not enough. To this day, her lair remains in this castle in the sky. Okay, so she is above the Mirage Place. Before you leave, Legendary Warriors take the chime with you. Cool. So we can now use the chime to go into the Mirage Fortress, and then we go up through that into the castle in the sky, and then we can get Tiamat dealt with and cleanse the wind crystal. Tiamat blocks the power of wind, the source of the sky people's strength. Then the sky people will be strong and they'll be able to take over the world again, and everything will be great. Every single fountain just says I'm filthy. It's so brutal. Sweet. We've got progression though. I gotta imagine we're getting close to endgame stuff pretty soon. I really love Allosaurus. I know I keep saying it, but just like, we're playing Final Fantasy. We've seen like trolls and Sahagins and stuff, and then it's just like Jurassic Park randomly. I really like it, by the way. I'm not clowning on the game for being like dumb or anything. I really like it. Cool, so let's go into the desert next. We'll do one more save here just in case. This is still a really spicy fight. But I guess we're not of level to be here, so I guess I'll rip a flare. These guys scare me enough where I think it's worth it. Like, they hit 63s on Hubert, and Hubert's really tanky. Oh my gosh, Vivi is so strong. Thank you, Vivi. You saved us from a fate worse than life, which I guess would be death. Alright, the Mirage Tower theme goes crazy. What the heck? Big circular area with door in the middle. Okay, there's a buttload of treasure chests, so we'll go loot them, I suppose. If we can reach them. Can we actually reach them? I feel like chimeras... Oh, I shouldn't be flaring right now. I was gonna say, I feel like chimeras were a thing in Final Fantasy 3 and they were really spicy when you fight them. Clearly not that spicy. Cool, they are accessible, so we'll loot some treasure chests. I'm sure it's mostly monsters. If not, that'll be a nice, pleasant surprise. I think this is going to be healing staff just coming in incredible clutch again. Oh, Vivi's staff also does like Thundaga or something. I should be doing that instead of attack. I forgot that was a thing. Heck, completely forgot we got it. We need to switch that up for our auto attacks. Cool. Healing Helm. I wonder if that's something Hubert has to wear. Cast heal when used. That's really cool. So the downside of Healing Helm is slightly less defense. I guess we'll roll it instead. 18k, 13k. The Vorpal Sword. Weird, it's just not good? Doesn't say it has a passive or anything. Perhaps the mages can use it? Weird, alright. Thought that would have been something unique. Perhaps it's just something we outscaled. Ambushed by a bunch of guardians. Okay, these things are now really cool. This is very Shining Force, where you just reach a point where like suddenly the enemies are all like high-tech enemies. Alright, so we'll attack, healing staff, and then we'll do Mage's Staff because it casts Fear Out, which I think is probably better than the alternative. They're actually rather tanky, but they don't have that much damage. Yeah, certainly Fiora will be better. Even if it's only one target, still 150, which is not bad. Cool. So, it's more Gil, an Aegis Shield. Let's see what the Aegis Shield does. Guards against stone and poison? Sign me right up for that, please. I know the other one had lightning resist, I believe. But I really don't like poison. Looks like nothing to grab up there that I can see, so we'll just go and progress through the dungeon now. I'm hoping the dungeon isn't too spicy, because we're going to have to go through this and then do a completely separate one. Sorry, I was just checking to make sure that the cat I'm taking care of as well, and she just curled up right behind me on my bed, so everything is good in the world. Oh, that Black Knight's really cool looking. Wait, I didn't notice it. It's kind of small. I guess it's us size. Maybe it's just everything else is so big. Hey, there's no chest up there, right? Nope, none. Cool. There's another inside area again. The upper floor is to our north this time instead. It looks like a big ol' twisty circle to get there, though. Cool. Gonna be a lot of fights on the way. Which means a lot of experience, which I guess is not a bad thing. I don't think I want to expend any more resources than exactly what we're using here because it keeps our MP really high for fights and stuff, and our damage is still like pretty solid. Hubert has just gotten so strong. I feel like a team of 4 warriors would be like the best team in the game, maybe. Maybe that's overzealous. I wonder what people generally run. Maybe like thieves are really, really good and I just don't know it because I never ran them. A little bit more stats for Hubert. Oh, there's one of the automaton people down there. That's cool. Maybe I should have done a proper spell for this fight. I don't remember these enemies being too deadly though, so hopefully it'll be fine. I'll have to keep track if there's any of those like particularly bad fights we want to close out quickly. Honestly, with Mage's Staff, it's not as good as Ripping Thundaga or Flare, obviously, but it's not bad. It still does really solid damage over the course of a few turns. Alright, so we'll go see if there's any lootables inside of this area to start. I can't believe how broken the healing staff is. I guess it's not that broken. We have so much gil we could have bought just like an absurd amount of healing potions too. Or I guess ethers would be better so we could just cast heal every fight. This makes it way easier to like traverse through without getting chipped down. Alright, just a bunch of loot, which is, I'm gonna say exactly half of them are monsters, which I think is 5. We'll see how close I am. Oh my gosh, Mage's Staff is so crazy. I guess it makes sense that people that are like made of bandages will die quickly. Thor's hammer? No way. Wait, what? Is only my white mage can use it. I like the healing staff too much though. Bizarre. I don't know why that's a white mage exclusive weapon, but oh no, it's not. It's not. Okay, it's just lower stats than the other stuff. It's a shame that it's so low base damage. I mean, it'd be good if the white mage was swinging more, but we wanted to heal, so. Cottage, a sunblade, literally no fights at all. We have upgraded from our rune armor up to dragon. Sure, well equipped, it might as well. Then we got a new weapon as well, I believe. The sunblade, effective against the undead. Light axe is also effective against undead, so this feels like a direct upgrade from the light axe, so we'll equip that right away. Oh my god, our damage is so high. I think we crit both those, but it's so satisfying to end those fights so quickly. I wonder if 2 is going to be harder than 1. I don't feel like 1 has been super hard, but we've had, because we haven't game overed yet, but we've had a couple situations where we've been like, basically like an inch off of game overing. Like a turn off of Hubert dying and not killing the boss. Hello, friend. I'll talk to you in a second, friend. Alright, right, friend, what do you have to say? Our friend left on a journey to the west. He took the warp code and went to see our master. Okay, so I guess we could have done all this without getting the warp code? But someone was like, there's something in the waterfall in like one of the first towns I went to. I must have approached this whole place in a weird way. Or maybe it's just meant to be like this. I'm assuming these can cast stone, hopefully won't be hit by stone. Our setup is so strong now. I would be surprised there's many things we change besides the weapons on Hubert and Luz. Okay, so this is probably where we teleport up, so this dungeon is mostly done now. Oh, that's a blue dragon. Heck, I should have taken this more seriously. Never mind. We are so strong. That's crazy. Good job, team. Proud of you. Use the warp cube to travel beyond the sky. It will take you to the flying fortress. All right, let's do it. We do have the warp cube already, so we'll go up to the flying fortress, and hopefully we'll be able to cleanse our final of the 4 crystals. The music here is spooky. Wait, what? Cannot save here. I'm assuming there's like another dungeon after this one. This one's kind of fantastical though. Earth Medusa versus like air or ice or water Medusa. I assume Adventurous Wayfarer was more of the bestiary complete. 7,100 gil, 4,150 gil. My damage is just so high from basic attacks. I know I keep glazing it, but I'm so proud of them. They grew up so much. Ton of gil for us as well. I probably should have checked which one was the proper way. Ah, okay, it's just north. So we'll go loot everything we can. I wonder what Snort does. It keeps missing. Oh, okay, it just applies blind, it looks like. Very strange. That status seems like it's really bad in this game. I'm always a little bit bummed out when statuses are completely negligible. Hey, Azador, how's it going? Happy Final Fantasy Friday to ya. Razor. Is Razor a sword? Presumably it's a sword. It's a dagger. It is a saber that casts Scourge. I think Scourge is like the auto kill thing. I don't think we can equip that on anyone relevant though. I think the blink on that saber is quite nice for Defender. Can't get over how cool the items are in this game. In Shining Force, I know I've glazed Shining Force a few times in this stream, but in Shining Force, the items, you can use them a bunch, but then they'll like break over time. So it's like a little bit stressful to do, and if you use them too much, they fully break and you can just never get them back, which is like really unfortunate. At least that's how I understood it when I was young. Maybe there's a way to like get them back when they fully break, but they like leave your inventory. I think you can repair them before they fully break, but if you use them too much when they're like in damage state, they'll like fully disappear. It's weird, but it is cool. Some of the things you can do with them are very nice. I should play Shining Force on this channel sometime. I think it could be a fun experience. Now we're gonna miss since I like talked up how Snort doesn't do anything. Never mind. Blind really does nothing in this game. It's crazy. The nightmares are really resistant to fire. Not that it matters too much. Cool, about to get another level up and we'll do some treasure chests here. 1100 gil, 5000, protect ring, more gil, and then a healing helm. We do have another healing helm already. I forgot that we have that on you. What about the protect ring? Is that another body slot? Ah, no, okay, it's one of the arm ones. I don't really want to apply that over the Giant's Gloves, even though it is higher defense, because I want to be able to have access to using that. I assume we can only use things we have equipped. I was operating under that expectation. Cool. All right, let's move on to the next fight. Hubert gets another setup. Looking very healthy over there. And we can go up to the north. I imagine this dungeon is not going to be too big since you have to go through an entire other dungeon to get here. Although the dungeon we went through is fairly small. It was like, what, 3 floors and like not a lot of travel. So maybe it'll be bigger than I expect. Oh, that's really cool looking. I like that a lot. Very, very cool. Alright, so this one is a weirder shape. Looks like the south is the off-ramp, but we do have a lot of rooms to go through, so I want to explore all of them we can. We did fight manticores before. To my memory, they weren't that threatening, so we'll just do another auto fight. I don't have to commit too much time to the auto fights. I'd rather just like do the auto and get through it. Just so we can save time and like focus on bosses and stuff. Heading off to family stuff now, but like catching the VOD, leaving stream up, have fun. Thanks so much for stopping and have a nice time with your family stuff. I'm hoping we can finish Final Fantasy 1 today. That's the goal at least. I am like not on a really tight time limit, but I am on a time limit that exists. So I only have a handful of more hours to do it, but I'm optimistic we can get at least close. It might just take longer than we have though, which is fine. We do need to be careful because we're now poisoned on loose. So we will want to cure that. If not, we're going to take a bunch of damage while walking around, which is not going to be very fun. Having our like magic fully filled out, except for tier 2, I guess, on this one. White magic is so satisfying. Diamond gloves. I believe we already have diamond gloves equipped, so that's 2 of these 6 rooms available. I think it was 6. It might have been 7. Good fight, good fight. I don't know what that thing does. I don't really want to find out. I'm willing to bet that Spirit Naga is quite scary. Stone golems. They are in fact just clay golems, but a different tone. That is kind of like the JRPG thing in general, though. You just fight enemies that start being different colors. We got another ribbon. I imagine we want to have the ribbon on everyone. So, ribbon number 3. Having resistance from elements and really just like not being able to get status ailmented is really nice. I remember in, I want to say it was Final Fantasy VII, you would have a dramatically easier time in the end game if you had ribbons on everyone. But they were kind of annoying to get, I think. I don't remember how to get them. Maybe it wasn't so bad. I do not remember super well. We didn't do the left room yet, so I think I'm gonna just go south for the sake of saving time and then loop around. Oh, a slow is actually like really gnarly. I realize what it does now. It makes us do less attacks, so Hubert instead of doing like 7 is doing 1. So it's actually a pretty big debuff on Hubert. Alright, hopefully the fight's almost done now. Hubert probably won't kill here. Oh no, we did anyways, cool. Mage's Staff came in clutch for that. A little bit of extra damage to push it over. Getting immunity things like stone and stuff, actually, like I didn't think about that. If the ribbon gives immunity to like instant death and stuff too, that's huge. I don't know if it does, but I assume it'll be nice. A black robe and a white robe. Oh, that must be the endgame armor for these. Cards against fire and instant death cast Invisera when used. Oh, I gotta use it. It's so much like cooler conceptually to have the proper armor on them. I know the armlets are probably a big improvement, but that's okay. Ice and time regulators cast Blizzara when used. So cool, we have Blizzara now, which is the same tier as Fira, but if we don't want to use fire specifically, we can use the robe instead of the staff to have a different flavor. I think it's actually like 1 tier of magic upwards, but I'm willing to bet the auras all do roughly the same damage. Maybe they don't. I could see that being like an older thing, where it's just like how they made the game. Cool, another group down. So weird that they flee sometimes. I wonder what makes them do that. Hubert's getting so much health too. We're approaching 700, which is pretty remarkable. 1380 gil and then 13,000 gil. Did I do the southernmost room? I feel like I did, but I can't remember. No, I didn't. Cool. So we'll go do that one really quick, and then we can go to the next floor. I don't know if it's worth it to grab a bunch of these treasure chests, but it feels worth it. It's fun, if nothing else. Though it is not speeding up the marathon. I told myself when I was playing through all these, because I want to play through all the Final Fantasy games. Oh. Adamantite. We actually found Adamantite. We can go get like the super weapon or whatever. I'm quite surprised to find that. But I told myself I didn't want to do too much of the optional content and mainly get through the primary parts of the games, because if not, I'll be playing these games for like the next decade without finishing all of them. But I still find myself wanting to do at least a little bit of it. Ah, this is a really complex area. We have a friend to our right. What does our friend say? That orb is peculiar. From this observation window, you can look on the entire world. Can you actually? The observation window looks out upon the world. The four forces of fire, earth, water, and wind appear as mists converging at a single point. A point that is the center of the four altars. That must be the location of the Chaos Shrine. Oh, snap. This is actually so cool. It's pretty close to where our adventure started, actually. Wait, that is where our adventure started. Didn't we do a dungeon there already? I mean, I guess that makes sense. Very strange. Oh, I think there was more loot there we didn't have. So maybe that's why. There's probably like a bonus floor there. Some other boss to fight. It's cool though. I wouldn't have thought about it being in the center of all the shrines. I didn't put together they were like equidistant away. It does make sense. More loot. Dark Fighter feels like it could be problematic. Never mind. I think I did that last time and I one hit it last time too. Okay, is there anything here? There's loot in like all of these rooms and so much of it. I can't say no to the loot. Gold needle, gil, clothes, gil, more gil, and then a protect cloak. I don't know what to protect. Oh, it's a shield. A large cloak worn over armor. Sure, Vivi, you can have the protect cloak. Might as well. So what's up with that room? Those aren't treasure chests, right? I wonder if that's just like bait. Maybe they do something or they're like teleporters. I don't know. They look weird. We'll poke around and see. Vampire Lord? There's straight up vampires now that we've seen dinosaurs. Holy moly. Protect ring. And then a bunch of gil and a potion. So the left is the off-ramp. I'm going to do that one later. I want to go see what's up with those other rooms. Like if that's actually something or if it's just like, I don't know if architecture is the right word, but you know, like map design. Thankfully, most of our team is immune to sleep and slow already from the ribbons. I don't know if the ribbons encompass what the white robe and the black robe also have, or if that's like a separate beast altogether. I don't know the power of the ribbon. Analyzing Tiamat, no known weakness. Okay, cool. So this is like a little lore thing. Sure, I'm down for some more of that then. Seems cool to me. We keep preemptive fighting the Dark Fighters. It's really unlucky for them, but really fortunate for us. I assume these are all the same, but I'll read all of them just in case. Which is to say, this is absolutely bonus, and we need to go up. Maybe if you click it enough, it'll go, Tiamat is weak to fire, because Tiamat is green, and green things are weak to fire. Okay, I didn't know these guys threw hands so hard. Vampire Lords having access to fire magic is a little bit messed up, considering they're supposedly not really fans of the sun. Actually, quite hard. Let's do a heal after this. Let's play safe. Triple Vampire Lord is scary. They might have gotten a preemptive strike on us. I don't know. I was just thinking about making a joke about, I guess, green things being weak to fire. Took a lot of brain power to really chug that one out, to be honest with you. Okay, Soldier is dramatically stronger Guardian. They look kind of crazy though. The difference between hitting 2 and 200 is nuts. Especially because that was on Hubert too. If that was on Vivi, that's probably like 300-400 damage. Gotta be careful about those ones. Nice, we get a preemptive strike here, so this should be a free one. Good hits too. 4150 gil, 3400 gil. Sasuke's blade. I think I got that in Final Fantasy 3. Maybe I'm wrong about that, but it feels familiar to me. That might be exclusive to the thief, I'm thinking. Yeah, unfortunate. We got a cool sword, but we can't use it. Honestly, that might be like the thief super weapon. Because if there's a job change, they probably change into like ninja or something. I feel like that may have been mentioned to me too. Oh gosh, this place is just enormous. It looks like it's north twice and then west to proceed, so we'll go over there. I imagine it's just meant to be like a maze. Oh, I should not have autoed this. Maybe Fira will go crazy here. It did go crazy here, never mind. But their Fira also goes crazy. Just a lot less crazy than ours. Uh-oh, we're gonna see what a Spirit Naga does, I think. Surely it won't do anything too bad, though. Fingers crossed. Okay, it just blinks itself, which on paper isn't so bad, assuming we don't miss it. We didn't miss it, it's fine. I was still afraid of it. I feel like it's about to like set up. Blink has like never, like we've never missed Blink, and also like being blind hasn't affected us ever, so I don't really get the point of those two things. They don't really seem to do much. Alright, we're at the end. I'm having like really weird flashbacks to like seeing a video on YouTube like years ago, and this hallway was in it. I feel like there's like a really, really strong enemy in this hallway or something. It's crazy. I don't know why I like recognize it. I could just be totally wrong too. It seems like it's just Air Elementals and Spirit Naga, so maybe not. Maybe I've completely forgotten. Or been mistaken. Alright, cool. Let us interact with this. The Lich, Merilith, the Kraken. I like that it's just like the Lich and the Kraken, then Merilith. You defeated 3 fiends and reached my lofty perch. I guess we have to do this 1/4, otherwise that text wouldn't quite make sense. Tiamat do just be a bunch of dragon heads, though. All the better. May the image of Tiamat, the Fiend of Wind, be the last to burn in your eyes. Alright, I'm going to do our normal setup. We'll do Giant's Gloves, and then we'll do Haste, and then we will... I'm gonna guess it's probably more magic than anything else. I'm gonna null all. Oh, null all is single target. No, all the other nulls are so big, though. I don't think I have null wind. I'll do a Protera first, I guess. We'll temper the water, see how it goes. Okay, yep, nope, it's gonna be magic. It's painful. It's not that bad, but it is painful. We need to be careful, because if it gets a turn ahead of us, it can catch us off guard. We'd certainly need to heal next turn. I think I'm gonna start attacking as well. I'm guessing we basically have it in the bag already, to be honest. Huber's just so strong. Hubert, my beloved. Oh, our healing magic is really good now, too. Alright, yeah, no, Hubert just hit 1600. That is so strong. I really like setting up for boss fights, but it's crazy that we just 2-hit him. Alright, thank you for the experience. We have saved. Hopefully, I mean, maybe I'll have to pick up boss fight. Probably not. I would be surprised. Tiamat seemed pretty serious. Those giant gloves really like turned our strategy up to 11. Adding an extra attack buff in it is kind of insane. Cool. This is the altar of wind from which the power of wind flows forth. All right, let's get out of here. And we will go over to our ship, and then I guess we go to the group of the whatever the heck they're called, like the elder guys in that one area. I kind of forget what town they're in, but they're like returned to us once all 4 shrines have been cleansed. I remember that very vividly. I think they were in Crescent Lake to the east. That sounds right to me. I'm pretty sure they were in Crescent Lake on the far east side of it. At the time, I think Lily was there and she had given me some advice on it. While we're here, let's stop in the inn. It should be not expensive at Crescent Lake. 200 gil, pretty expensive, honestly. I was wrong. And we will go see, hopefully, I mean, this might just be bonus as well, but I'm pretty sure they said to come here. I am Lucan. I see a cycle. Okay, nope. Maybe I was wrong. They seem to say all the same stuff. I could have sworn they said return back here afterwards. Wait, what'd you say? The chain of time has become looped back upon itself. You must travel back in time to the link in the chain that gave birth to the cycle and destroy it? What? The flow of time has become warped for you, and this time there's no memory of this, but before you wanted this land, time flowed properly for you. What the heck? I didn't know it was messed up. The 4 crystals shine once again. The combined power of the light is the only means breaking through the wall of time. The architect of the disasters beyond that wall. 2,000 years in the past. The 4 forces gather in the Chaos Shrine, the geographic center of the 4 altars. With the forces again flowing freely. This time, go to the Chaos Shrine and strike at the root of darkness. Okay. I didn't realize there was like time shenanigans going on. That kind of throws me off a little bit, but we know where to go, and I'm willing to bet that's probably our last destination in Final Fantasy 1. Certainly has like a finality feeling to it, so let's proceed. Honestly, I feel like we're pretty good on supplies and we're quite strong, so we'll send it. Maybe it won't be strong enough. I assume it's a whole new dungeon. Oh my gosh, these are the 5 adventurers. The curse of the fiend changes into these forms to prevent us from speaking. The crystal light of the crystals have enabled us to speak again. We are sky people. Came to this shrine and attempt to locate the source of this world's ruin. That was 400 years ago. That's so cool. Oh, Goblin Guard, I'm so sorry. Nothing personal, but you're a level 1 enemy, basically. Oh. Could you move so I can talk to the other bats really quick? The light. This is the light of the 4 we've been seeking all this time. The light will open the time portal. The portal will transport you 2,000 years in the past to the beginning of the time loop. This feels kind of final. I didn't realize I worked down here. Shine the light of the 4 crystals on the black light in the center of the chamber. Doing so will open a time portal. What's the last part? Sorry. To this shrine as it existed 2,000 years ago. Alright, let's do it. You focus the light of the 4 shining crystals, fire, earth, water, and wind, on the black crystal. The flow of time surges and space begins to warp. Just one step forward and you will travel back 2,000 years in time. I really did not expect time travel. I don't know why. Maybe it was obvious and you could like see the signs, but I didn't see them. They're on Chaos Shrine 1F. Okay, so there's 2 up and 2 down. have no idea if we want to go up or down. Oh, I should change Vivi's action from attack into the staff. You know, we'll mix it up and use the robe instead since that's Blizzara. Maybe that'll be a little bit better. I just didn't change it when I said I had to. Whoops. There's no other rooms or anything, so I guess we'll just head... Surely down is the proper way, so I'm gonna head up first. Probably. It feels right to me. Let us use our healing staff, and then let us use our black robe. These black fawns are weird. I thought they were meant to be like mushrooms, but like, I guess they're slimes instead, kind of? I don't know. Alright, it looks like Fira would have been better here, actually. So if we're going to be fighting these black fawns, I should switch it back over to that one. Crazy how much defense makes a difference. You've taken ones while Vivi takes 45s. Sweet, that is a pretty big difference. Awesome. So we'll go down here. Oh my gosh, it's a bunch of dragons. Hopefully we'll be fine. Please only be like 50 or so. Alright, cool. We can live with that. As long as it's not like 200. If it's like 200 or something and they all rip that, we just die before we get to act, which is a real problem. Seems like Fira is the play here with the Mage's Staff. Weird. So there's a room there. This leads further up, so maybe this is bonus? Hey, it looks like there's one room on this floor. We'll head over to that. I genuinely cannot tell what's right and what's wrong. I feel like there's like a small chance. I can't believe they just null blaze when we're actually using a fire spell. That's crazy. Huge read on their part. I can't tell what the proper way is. I feel like this could be the boss, and if it is, I guess we'll just fight it for the sake of it. May as well while we're still healthy. But it might not be the boss as well. How do we reach the center? Far south and then east. Okay, cool. That's gonna be a very big Pyrrha. Heck, I was hoping we'd kill the Vampire Lords. I don't know why I was hoping it would. There's a very low chance of it. Alright, it's probably the boss then. A Death Eye? Surely this is just a chump. It is a chump. I only give one experience? Dry Ether, and then... Ow, don't Thundaga. At least we're like fairly resistant to magic now. I feel like beforehand magic was hitting a few hundred on us. Maybe it was just in my head though. I'm glad it's not shredding us, but we are getting a little low on health. Elixir, I'm gonna go ahead and spend a little bit to just life the group. Oop, not life, heal the group. We have plenty of MP now. We're getting Prelude? Interesting. I guess we had to be the Warriors of Light to progress the dungeon more. Cool. I'm down for it. I didn't check which rooms contained what here, but we'll check the western room first, then the eastern one. A Rios, which seems to be an advanced chimera. Very resistant to fire, but thankfully he didn't have much health left, so we were able to kill it. Nothing in either of those rooms. Okay, it looks like we just want to head to the northwest to proceed now. Thinking this is probably the Prodigal Path. It's certainly having Prodigal Path vibes, at least. I'm shocked at how good we are at taking out these enemies, to be honest with you. I always compare everything to 3. I shouldn't do that, but in Final Fantasy 3, Crystal Tower was like saucing me when I first went there. My man's setting up Null Blaze like he doesn't have 3 health left. Insane. The Hube. Could have been a health up on Eden. Oh, interesting. We're like ground floor. Did we loop back around? Or did we like go in time to a different time? Like it's strange. This looks like the first floor again. So I'm a little confused on what happened. Oh, we can't go this way. Perhaps we're not meant to go into the main room. You're just meant to go around the edge. Oh, you know, maybe there's only one path. We couldn't have gone that other way anyways. Thank goodness for Mage's Staff and Healing Staff too. Genuinely some MVP items. Also Giant's Glove are insane. So powerful. Gives us so much preservation on healing items, ethers. Cool, so you have to go this way. Never mind, never mind. Looks like a straight shot across. Nothing in the northeast corner. It is in the southeast corner, so we have to go all the way around. So a lot of fights here. Strap in. That is a lot of golems. Them hazing themselves is a little bit scary. I don't think they hit that hard. No, it doesn't matter if they die before they do anything. The other one's just like, you just killed my hazing friends. We're gonna get out of here. 7,000 experience is a pretty tremendous amount, which is nice. I feel like we've crafted a really effective team for going all the way through this run. Everything really seemed to work out well. Nice back-to-back pair. That'll be enough to clear him out, almost certainly. We'll head down to the southeast and hopefully further into the dungeon. These Earth Elementals are just tanky enough where we can't wipe them out with a Fira. So they usually get 1 extra turn on us, which is unlucky. But they're not like that deadly, but they can be annoying depending on who they hit, seemingly. Oh, there's a room here. Seemingly with nothing in it, so no reason to go poke further into it. Surprised there's so many extra rooms. I mean, it's a very aesthetic place though. Like, even with the extra rooms, even if they don't do anything meaningful for us, it looks cool. Definitely been spoiled by having the map that shows. What is this? Oh, a boss fight. Oh my gosh, we're gonna have to refight all the bosses. Okay, this is definitely the end game then. I'm gonna treat it like any other boss fight. We're gonna set up as appropriately. I'm gonna assume it's roughly the same power, if not more powerful. I'm gonna go for a holy here also, because I think that of all the people, Lich might take the biggest hit from it. Oh, we only found 3 ribbons. That's a shame. Having 1 more for Hubert would have been nice. Right, holy is not nearly as strong as I was hoping it'd be, but that's fine. I'll just do I guess a healing staff preemptively. I don't remember how healthy Lich was in the first place. We didn't fight Lich first, did we? Maybe we did. Alright, there we go. I may have over-tempered there. Alright, so I think between each of these we're going to use some restoration. I don't know how many ethers we have. Where are they in our box. There. We have a good chunk of them. I wonder how many floors there are between each one. Ah, we can see the next one here. Although, how do we access it? Is that not, like, impossible to reach? There must be something I'm not seeing. Oh. We're now tempering ourselves stupidly. What a waste of MP. That's okay. Forgot we didn't have the right setup going. We'll set up the proper auto setup again. There we go. That's better. A little bit of a waste of MP, but we have plenty of it. Ah, there's a room here I couldn't see. Cool, so we just gotta swing through this room and then head east and then straight down. Definitely should have switched from Fira over to Blizzara for Vivi this turn, but I was just like, we'll be fine. Surely it won't be 4 dragons that are resistant to fire. Then it was 4 dragons resistant to fire. There are 4 dragons inside you. Most of them are resistant to fire. Honestly, just having 4 dragons inside you seems like a real problem. I don't know if it's better or worse than fire lizards, though. Oh, you know what? All the enemies on this floor are probably fire flavored because we're going to fight the fire boss. So I should definitely set it up so that we auto the blizzard thing instead. Not that it'll matter. We might not have any more fights before the fire boss. Probably going to have one more. Cool. Alright, so another boss rematch. On to Marilith. Now we will do the setup we did before. I don't know if it's overkill the Giant's Glove as well. I do have Nullfire, but it's on my red mage. I think we'll just do a Hilaga. $109 damage is high, but it's not that bad. On Hubert, it was high, though. That's what scares me. I really hope everyone just keeps hitting Hubert instead of anyone else. Hubert can absolutely take the hit. Tempering Hubert twice, I think that means we win the fight on the next turn. It's really tough to tell. Okay, I'm going to set up our turn now as if we are going through a normal floor, assuming that we win this turn. And if we don't win this turn, I assume we will next turn. Oh my god, we didn't kill. I can't believe it. See, it does like a gorillion damage. I did not respect Marilith. That got out of hand. We didn't 2-hit it, and then we almost had Vivi go down, which would have been bad for losing experience. Should have respected Marilith more, and I regret it a little bit. Let us heal up the party a little bit. Use a few of those ethers. I almost just loaded the game. That would have been a real problem. We do have some dry ethers as well, which we can use. We have plenty of supplies. It's really like we're at the point where we're better off using supplies than saving it. At least I believe so. No treasure chests in here. Very much like the point of no return. You're not going to be able to keep anything from here. So we'll head south, and then how do we get in there? Cool, west looks fine. So obviously Thundaga would be the ideal thing to cast here. I think that's on one of the swords though, and not on one of like the robes and stuff. They do resist Fira. Maybe I'll change it over to the Blizzara one, see if that's better. I don't know if it will be. Alternatively, I can just have, you know what, let's just rip Thundara's here. We may as well. We're not going to be using Fira and Thundara on the regular, I don't think. They're on their own tier. It's not using Temper. Poor Hubert gets every debuff because Hubert doesn't have a a ribbon on. Cool. Got through the Nagas. A few more stats for us. A little victory fanfare. Alright, yeah, it's totally worth it. Makes the fights a lot faster. Did we just get a weapon to drop? Am I crazy? It's probably some generic weapon, but I swear we just got a weapon to drop. Right now we head up and then left and then up and then right and then down, and then I think we're in the last area. The water encounters are so big. I'm glad we're doing the Thundaras. Sweet. Maybe that was the theming for them, because I noticed a lot of the sea battles were like very abundant too. Can we read these things? Next floor is going to be... Let's see, we've done wind, fire. Oh, it's going to be earth, right? Because we already did... Or was Lich earth? Okay, can't read those. Cool, so we made it through this room. Another orb to fight. I mean, I imagine we're approaching the end. Probably next floor, one more orb, and then hopefully whatever the final boss is. Oh, Kraken. I forgot about you, Kraken. My bad. We'll do the normal setup again. I don't want to assume that this is going to be too easy like I was giving the other one not enough credit, so we'll actually focus and fight this like it's normal. Okay, that actually does like no damage though. So you can see why I underestimate these bosses, because sometimes they just do a Thundara that does like 60 to everyone. I expect it to be like 200. That makes more sense to me design-wise. We're gonna have you start swinging it, and we'll just switch over to Tempers, and then everything else can go like this. Oh, see, like that is kind of what I was talking about, where it randomly crits and one hits loose. Oh my goodness gracious, what the heck was that? I understand the problem. Holy cow. Alright, Luce is back up. Hopefully Luce doesn't get auto-attacked again. I'm going to actually defend on Luce, I think. I went for ink again. Cool, that's a kill. Wow, see, that's more what I expected. Getting one hit randomly is what I expected. That's what I planned on. Looks like our off-ramp is to the east, but there's a treasure chest potentially to the southeast. I gotta go there. I know it's gonna be a crazy amount of battles, but I gotta know what it is. It could just be nothing too. That could be bonus. That could be super bonus. Right, we're gonna set up once more. So shame Mage's Staff doesn't quite one-hit them. I don't know if it scales with our stats or not. It's an interesting thought. I figured the staff would just be like a set amount of damage. I don't know if scales or spells scale literally at all though. It doesn't seem like they do. I wonder what the triangle of damage, or I guess like the square of damage is, because there's like wind, which is also encompassing lightning, but our air elemental is weak to lightning because that's wind. Ice is weak to fire, right? Is fire weak to ice? Is fire weak to ground? I don't know. As soon as you get the typings not in like a Pokemon format, I really start to struggle. Either way, they don't do that much damage, so we'll be able to get through this without too much issue. Hopefully this won't take much more damage. If not, we'll have to do a heal after this. Wonderful. And we get the early heal in our fight, so we will close out this one. This is actually kind of a scary fight. I don't know. Oh, you know what? That's one Vampire Lord. Actually, we're totally fine. Because if these are normal vampires, surely they have less health than Vampire Lord and they'll just die to this. Oh no. Maybe Vampire is stronger than Vampire Lord? Alright, that should be fine. I was assuming Vera could one-hit them. It's probably quite close. They probably have like 270 health or something. I'm throwing that number out of nowhere. Masamune, I'm willing to bet we can't use that. We can use it. Oh my goodness, the damage on that is incredible. We will put it on our knight. It feels more fitting on our red wizard than our knight. But our red wizard's buffing our warrior, so it's probably better to do it this way. Oh, it's got a really cool attack too. We almost hit 1,000. That's without any buffs or anything. That was totally worth the tangent. That could have just been like an empty room and I would have been like, well, it was about the journey, not the destination. It's about making friends on the way, not like having friends at the end. No Blaze is a little bit unfortunate for our auto setup here. I just realized how bad I want a Final Fantasy, like a Final Fantasy 1, 2, 3 style auto chess game. That would be so much fun. Maybe it already exists. Fortunately, we did get Null Blaze here, so it's going to do a lot less damage. I might just let it roll though. Should be 2 more turns. We'll do a heal. Is it Hilaga that heals the party? Whichever one heals the party, we'll do one of those after this. Just get everyone tipped off. Can use some ethers as well. Cool. Probably could have sped up just switching the magic around, but it's fine. Lets me think a little bit more. Oops, so we'll go to magic, go over to Eden, and then we'll do Hilaga. So powerful. I can't believe that Luce got 1 hit. I was so confident for so long too. And then Luce got 1 hit, and now all my confidence is just nothing. Oh my gosh, Iron Golem's really tanky. Wait. Stone Golem was like whatever. But Iron Golem's kind of chunky. Clay Golem, I don't even care about him. Okay, suddenly that hit dramatically more. I don't know why. Weird. Maybe it has high defense on like the first or second turn or something. Oh, I'm excited. We're getting so close. What was the boss of this one? Was this Tiamat? This must be Tiamat again. Yeah. So I guess Lich was the first boss, probably. It was so long ago, even though it wasn't like that long ago. I guess it was 2 weeks ago. I imagine not every Final Fantasy is going to be as quick to get through as this one. This one's been really enjoyable so far. I should edit the VODs of this and put it on YouTube too. That could be nice. Give me a little side project do when I'm not streaming and want to be productive. Granted, I have a million other things I want to do, but you know, that's just how I work. If I'm not setting up like way too much stuff to do at once, then I'm not really living. I just saw the crystal. It's absolutely there. Oh, an ambush is unfortunate. Let's not auto this. I mean, I'll auto to get through the fight a little bit quicker. Alright, that was like no damage. We're fine. The fact that it hit like a 30 on Vivi means we are absolutely fine here. Nice double heal. Hopefully we can get a few attacks off before they can attack us, and we'll be ending up with almost full health. Cool. Almost full health is right. So we do have the boss fight here. I'm not going to bother healing up. I think we're good. Hopefully we're good. Alright, so it's Tiamat now, so we're going to do what we did before. We'll Giant's Club, and then haste. In this case, I'm going to go for a Hilaga just to keep us potentially safe from big damage. I doubt there will be big damage, though. And then a Temper as well. I see, like, I would expect that to do so much more. I don't think magic can crit, though, so maybe that's why it ended up being so deadly when the enemy successfully hit us with one melee attack. We want to pray for magic. You know what, because of that, I'll do a Protera this turn. Because clearly if a basic attack can crit and one-hit us, reducing that possibility is a pretty big priority. That damage is so high. Hubert, my sweet baby boy, you're so powerful. I'm gonna take this not seriously. I'm gonna assume we kill this turn. Okay, Thunderbolt's a little bit scarier. We didn't kill this turn. I've hubed. Surely we kill next turn though, right? Gorge is a little bit scary. Isn't that one of the auto kills? Or maybe not. Maybe it's just paralysis or something. That is Tiamat down. Our strategy is so strong, it's crazy. I have to imagine it's one of the strongest ones, but maybe there's something even stronger. Alright, this looks like it's probably it. Oh, it makes like a pentagram too. That's so spooky. Wait. I do believe this is our final destination. So in the meantime, let's go ahead and slam down some... Where are they? Some ethers. Alright, we're looking good. Almost level 50, which is about where I expected us to be. Alright, let's see. Is this the end? It's gotta be. Ah. Do you remember me? I was once the most renowned knight of Cornelia. 2,000 years from now, you killed me. I am Garland. Oh, you did defeat me then. But the four great forces see me by sending me back through time. Once here, I sent the four fiends into the future, where they shall once again use the four great forces to send me into the past. In 2,000 years, I will remember none of this. What? Okay, you're awesome looking. I mean, you kind of look like Bahamut, but gold a little bit. But I will be reborn again here. So even as you die and die again, I shall return. Born again to this endless cycle I have created. Oh, this is such a cool area. Alright, here's the, it's gotta be the Pentultimate fight, or the Ultimate fight. Probably not Pentultimate. Alright, let's start setting up our boy. So I will do a haste on to Hubert. I'm trying to think about what I want to do with Eden. I think I'm going to start null-alling the team. It'll take a little while to do it, but I don't know how many spells are going to happen. I think spells are the thing I'm most afraid of right now. Actually, you know what? Turn one, we're going to go for a Protera instead. Because that affects everyone, and if it's going to be basic attacks, holy moly. Okay, that's extremely scary. Wait, are we cooked? No, there's no way, right? I should have gone for the heal. Uh-oh. Surely it can't flare every turn. I mean, if nothing else, Eden should survive, but we're gonna lose two of our buffers. Potentially. Gonna have you go for a Curaga. You're gonna go for a Healaga, and then you're gonna go for another Temper. Okay, haste is scary, but we did prepare for haste with Protector. The important thing is we're not dying here. We're already critting for 1600, which is nice. Another Temper. Thank goodness. That Curaga is basically wasted at this point. Not entirely wasted, though. Alright, so I'm going to go back to Tempering. And just rip and heal Agas every turn now. Now that I know what you're capable of. Hubert's gonna be our hero. Please don't kill. Oh, that's so scary. Okay, that wasn't nearly as bad as... Blaze? No, it wasn't called Blaze. What was it called? Flare. Of course it was Flare. Still a little scary, but not nearly as bad. 2905 damage. Go, Hubert, go. Honestly, let's just set it on auto. I don't want to speed up though. $27.88. Oh my god, Chaos has a lot of health actually. Alright, Alright, so we're gonna attack and let's just rip damage this turn. I'm done buffing. I think I'm still gonna heal Aga though. Oh, we're going for a holy would be such a power move here. Let's do it. We're gonna lose because I do that. We probably won't lose because of it. Okay, that hit so hard. Even with our defense up, that hit extremely hard. Hopefully Hubert doesn't die. That'd actually be a real problem. Was this my Hube getting the best of me? Maybe. Yeah, alright, so we'll look for a couple cures this time. And a heal Aga. No, Eden! I mean, Hubert lives and probably kills here. Okay, Chaos has like 40,000 health actually. That's really scary. I feel like we got a stronger Phoenix down, didn't we? I guess we didn't. I'm gonna just keep tempering. Uh-oh. Oh my god, I keep assuming it's over every turn. Chaos is way too strong. Uh-oh. I should have Phoenix Downs with both of them. Okay, that is extremely cool looking. Is that it? Did I survive? Oh my god, that was actually dramatically more spicy than I expected. What the heck for cruising through everything to that? Still, Hubert was hitting like 3k damage a turn. But like those other bosses hit like at most 4,000 health. This thing had like 30,000. I mean, it was like 20,000. Have we done it? We must have done it by now. The time loop was severed at last. The time loop that we didn't really know about until like maybe 20 minutes ago. The endless struggle that raged over 2,000 years had ended, and peace prevailed once more. The light of the four crystals restored the forces of wind, water, earth, and fire. It was a mere trick of fate that had given rise to the chain of Garland's wrath. Was that really a trick of fate? Time travel can do some pretty remarkable things. But magnified by the four forces meant to guide our world, the trick of fate also gave birth to the fiends. Monsters had run rampant as the world sank into darkness. Oh, were monsters not like normally hanging around everywhere? I just kind of assumed that that was like how it was. But all that is now past. I think we did it. We definitely did it. I think I've had too much trust issues where I expect a game to fake me out sometimes now. With the four forces flowing as they were meant, the warriors prepared to cross time and to return to the world they knew. A world where Princess Sarah, Queen Jane, and even Garland himself await. When was this fateful day that sent time spiraling into a loop? Good question. None can say. Alright, see, that it was a good question. Guess it was more of a rhetorical. It seemed the cycle into which time had fallen would last forever, but the bravery of the four young travelers changed that. They took the forces that filled the world with darkness and used them to battle or bathe the world in light. Probably don't want to battle the world with light. None will ever recall the struggle the four endured. Why not? For the breaking of the chain means it never existed. Oh, snap. That's crazy. I didn't think about that. So now we never actually did Final Fantasy 1. We haven't beaten it. But also we have. Within the tale of fantasy that people tell, the memory of their deeds live on. Oh, that's so nice, kind of. It's a little bittersweet that we didn't even exist, though. Tales of dwarves and elves, of dragons and shining civilizations that reach for the heavens even as they fell. And now, their return is upon us. With the memory of their struggle buried deep in their hearts, they will quietly watch over the world. Remember always, the forces of the world must be used as they were intended, that the power of light must never be used for dark, and that the crystals reside inside your heart. Oh, that's a nice little lesson at the end of the game. I guess lesson's probably the wrong word. It's a nice thought, though. For you are the warrior who crossed time. I sure am. You are the bringer of light. I sure did. Oh, it's at the end of it. I'm sad now. I always get sad when I get to the end of games, but this was really fun. Assuming this is the end, which I imagine it probably is. So I don't think Final Fantasy 1's all that long, but that was really fun. I'm glad I got to play through Final Fantasy 1 finally. It was fun to do on stream and stuff. I will continue on with 2. I don't want Final Fantasy Fridays to just die with 1, so we're going to be doing Final Fantasy 2 next. I don't really know how different 2 is, but I'm excited to do it regardless. I might bounce between doing, like, earlier and later Final Fantasies rather than just doing them all chronologically, but I also might do them chronologically. I don't really know yet. To the fans across the globe, both past and present, and to the crew that brought the originals to life, we offer our profound and heartfelt thanks. Oh, that's probably the Pixel Remaster team put something in at the end. Oh, cool. All right, so that is the end of it. Cool. That was a lot of fun. Very, very cool. And that was super fun. Again, we're going to do Final Fantasy 2 next time. We'll start that next Friday since we finished up this one. That was fun. Let me give a quick retrospective on it. I don't really have too many thoughts I didn't voice during the actual playthrough. It wasn't a difficult game. I didn't game over once. I was nervous too a couple of times, but we didn't game over at all. It was nice though. Obviously it has like that older RPG stuff where you kind of have to suss things out or have a really good memory or write things down to remember where certain things are. I did have to look up where Une was. I couldn't remember where he was, but we did meet Une before. I remember them being there. I just completely forgot at the time. But other than that, yeah, the art style is so good. The music is so good. I know we could have used the remastered music, but I just like the pixel music. We bounced between them a little bit in the playthrough. But it was a lot of fun. I really enjoyed it. I'm glad I finally beat Final Fantasy 1. That was really high on my to-do list because I always loved playing Final Fantasy 3 when I was young. So being able to play through 1 was nice. Yeah, fun game. Very fun. It's short too. I wonder what the speedrun is like for it. We'll see through the credits to the end and see if there's anything else after. I don't know how long the credits are. I always feel bad skipping credits. I don't know if that's like a normal moral thing or not. Every time I see credits, I'm like, part of me is like, I should just skip them. But at the same time, like, these people worked really hard on this. So having them just have like a moment of light to like show off what they did, I think it's kind of a cool thing. So we'll let it roll for now. And we'll just chill. 1 was fun though. I don't think I liked it as much as 3. Not that there should be much of a comparison, obviously, because 3 has like that huge nostalgia for me. But it was really fun overall. I'm curious how different it would have played going with a, what was it, monk and thief? Those are the other 2 jobs we could have taken. I wonder how different goes if you do like only white mages or something. You'll basically do no damage, but be really hard to kill. Surprising amount of replayability for a game that's kind of linear. I mean, it's not super linear, obviously, because we were able to do some things. It seemed like out of order, but maybe they were intended that way. But there's replayability, which is cool. I don't know how 2 differs from 1. I don't know if 2, because 3, at least the version of 3 I played, there were like heroes with names and like not a lot of like backstory story for them, but they at least existed with proper names and like appearance. I think the original 3 did not, and they were like nameless heroes, kind of like in this game. So I don't know. I'm going to guess that 2 is probably also nameless like that, and then 4 is kind of where they get into like, here's the actual named important people, but maybe 2 has named people. I don't actually know. Kind of guessing on that one for now. But it'll be fun to see it through. I'm probably going to play the Pixel Remaster of 2. I think it's the one I own. I'm not against doing other versions of it. If there's like a, this is the definitive version of the game you should absolutely play. But I'll probably just do the Pixel Remaster because I think I grabbed like all of them on a Steam sale forever ago. But I don't know about 3 yet. I have both versions of 3. I don't know. Do I go for the remaster or do I play the nostalgic version? That one's in the air. This being said, we will do 2 next, and then maybe after 2 we'll jump and do another one further in the series. But I'm going to keep track of which ones we have being... I mean, surely I'll remember which one we played. I hope 2 is, I don't want to say more difficult, because I don't really want to hit like a wall where I'm just kind of like smacking myself over and over because it's so difficult. 1 was like a good amount of difficulty, kind of. It wasn't super hard. I know, it was way too easy. What am I saying? It wasn't like bad. It wasn't easy in a bad way, but like the idea that most of the bosses I got to the point where I was just like 2-hitting them was a little bit not good. That would be my one criticism, is that the difficulty seemed to come from praying the enemies are not going to basic attack and crit you and then 1-hit you. But you know, it's Final Fantasy 1. It was still an awesome game. I loved it. Out of 10, I'd probably give it like a 9. Maybe that's a little bit generous, but I really liked it. Plus, it like spawned a bunch of other Final Fantasy games. I wouldn't have played Final Fantasy 3 if 1 didn't exist. Congrats on beating FF1. I appreciate it, T. It was very, very fun. I'm excited to get to 2 eventually. Next week. But 1 was really good. I'm almost tempted to go 1, 2, and then 3 simply because I like 3 so much, but I don't know. If we do it that order, I'm like never gonna get to like 16 and stuff that I want to play. How many tries at Chaos? Just 1. I had no game overs. It was just 1 and done on all of the bosses in this game for me. Which is nice because I did not save nearly as much as I should have. So I started adopting saving more in the latter half of the game because I was a little bit scared of dying. Yeah, 1 and done. 2 deaths on Chaos, though, unfortunately. Edan and Luce went down, but Vivi and Hubert stayed up. Chaos is the only thing in the game that overed me. Chaos really just starts doing a Garillion damage randomly and has a lot of health. I just feel like the strategy of putting temper and stuff on a warrior and just have him swing is way too strong to be. I mean, we were probably like 2 turns off of losing, admittedly, so once more we were really close to losing, but it worked out just fine. Yeah, great game. I really enjoyed it. Did I expect the credits to be like half an hour long? No. Nope. But we're going to stick through them anyways. FF2 next? Yeah, that's the plan. We're going to go for 2 next, and then I don't know if we're going to do 3 or not. I really like 3, but I also know it extremely well. So I might jump and go do like 16 or something next after 2. Or maybe like the Final Fantasy VII remakes or something. I may bounce around. I might do them chronologically. I don't know. If people have like a hard preference on one, I might stick with it. But I also think there's going to be something more like fun about going, you know what, I played a lot of turn-based ones right so far. Maybe I want an action one, or maybe I want to switch to a real-time one. You gotta play them in order. I can. I'm not like super against it, but it means that again, by the time that I get to ones like 16 and 15, I couldn't remember which one's the MMO. 14's the MMO, of course. 14's the MMO. 15 and 16 are gonna be a very, very long time away. If you skip FF4, I'll be Saggers. We'll play through FF4, don't worry. It's not skipping either. If I just play like 16 or whatever, we'll swing back and do 4 and whatnot. I was almost tempted to save 3 for the final one because I like 3 so much. That's really what I was thinking about. I'm a little bit concerned that by the time I finish this Final Fantasy marathon, there'll be like a Final Fantasy 17 or 18, which would be interesting. You skip, you gotta play Final Fantasy 11. That's the other MMO. I will not be playing the MMOs. Like, this is already gonna take a long time. And like, I don't even know what I would do for the MMOs. I mean, maybe I could do like a stream of 11 or 14. But I am certainly not playing through an MMO. Maybe we can have like a watch party stream where we just like watch the story on YouTube. It's only like 300 hours. All right. I know you say it's only like 300 hours, but 300 hours is kind of a significant amount to me. Like, let's say I stream it, hypothetically, 10 hours on a Friday, right? And that's what I do. That would be 30 weeks of 10 hours of Final Fantasy XI. Like, it's not impossible, but it's the better part of a year. Check your Factorio time. Look, buddy. It's Factorio Monday through Thursday, not Factorio Friday. Plus, like, I don't know, MMOs are a lot. I feel like they take way too much time. Total vibes to people who, like, play a lot of them, but, like, if I want to play, I don't know, 14 when the new expansion comes out or something, then I certainly don't want to have, like, 11 bouncing to them. Okay, this is actually the longest credit roll of all time. At least it's an absolute banger for it. Status update on Kitty. Kitty is still curled up asleep right behind me. Very eager to play at 4:30 in the morning, but not very eager to play when I'm streaming, which I guess is a nice bonus. Because then I get to see what like life is like at 4:30 in the morning. And I can focus on streaming, I guess? I don't know. It does appear that we've approached the end of the credits. You can always tell when they start showing logos. GG, yeah, it was a fun one. The end. Woo, we did it. I really like FF1 though, that was awesome. We'll do 2 next week, like I said. I don't think I'm gonna start 2 right now. I gotta go pick up some stuff at the store anyways. This was nice, that was pretty cool. Pretty chill. I'd like to do a big stream or a longer stream next Friday. Things have been all kind of wacky for me though. Next week's also GDQ, which kind of like obliterates my numbers traditionally while I'm streaming, but that's fine. Save complete game data. Data save progresses up to final boss. Yeah, I'm down for it. Yeah, we'll save in a second slot. Oh, we get a little gold star for it. Cool, just under 10 hours, 9 hours, 51 minutes. Prophecy foretold, it says defeat chaos, kinda, but it's right behind me down there. I can't really see it super well. Cool, we're gonna wrap up there though. I got stuff to do and we finished up 1. I don't really want to restart 2 right now. If I had more time, we'd do some Back to the Heavens, but I don't because I gotta go out and pick up some stuff. Thanks for hanging around for the short stream. It was very fun doing Final Fantasy 1. Hopefully you had fun watching. I'll probably compile the VODs into like a playlist on YouTube if you want to watch it back start to finish if you haven't seen it. So be sure to check out the YouTube. It's also Miko Stellar. It's probably linked to my Twitch somewhere. There's probably a button for it. Either way, thanks so much for watching. Hopefully we'll see you next time and bye for now.